Hey, abundance to you, my people. Abundance to y'all, beautiful people. My beautiful people. Abundance to you. Abundance. How are y'all? How are y'all? Abundance to y'all. It's like I feel like a stranger. I feel like a stranger on here a little bit. I haven't been on here. I'm so used to my IG. I'm so used to my IG family. You know what I mean? I value you. I appreciate y'all. I respect all of y'all. I hope that I'm able to give y'all some good food for thought tonight. I am not a teacher. I'm going to start off with this. I am not a teacher. I am just simply a beacon of light, and I'm one of many down here. You have to open up your heart chakra to receive that light information, just like the sunlight now is more electromagnetic, and the first frequency is sound. It's more electromagnetic frequency that is coming into this planet, sound, than ever before, night and daytime. The entirety of the planet is enveloped what you would call in high levels of radiation. Shout out to YouTube and Instagram for continuing to shadow ban me and look for ways to block me off of here. And I understand how you feel, but I must give you shout out to you. Shout out to Pindar Mola. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? I appreciate the test that you had put me through. And we needed you. You know what I mean? Without this, I wouldn't be able to see who I truly am. And I greatly appreciate that. Shout out to all other races and people that enslaved us. We're not talking about the ones who we're not talking about psychologically slavery. Let's just talk about physically slavery. Shout out to you. Yeah. I mean, you had to be very desperate to allow someone to convince you to abuse the very people that literally, gave you a helping hand. I mean, you have to be. You have to be. And now that we are at what you would call an end of this cycle that we are happening with this 400-year solar cycle, now that we are at the end of this cycle, I tend to see a lot of you are now somewhat like I don't want to say this, but you're like begging, for forgiveness. And I will say to myself, and it's no disrespect to you, but I say to myself that if this was not going on in the solar system, you would not be speaking in a manner that some of you are talking in. So this is something that I know for a fact. And one of the I want to pull up this quick video. I'm looking for this video as I'm talking, my people, because there is somebody that I want to play because somebody shared this video with me and she was live. And and much appreciation to Mr. MB33 and his subscribers. Much appreciation to you. I everything that y'all seem to be sending in and posting now is the things that I was telling you about. And not me, I will say Riz was also telling y'all, but the things that I was telling you about then is now seem like everything is coming to fruition and is happening so fast that you all don't know how to pump the brakes on it because you have already sealed your fate. And the only thing that's now that y'all are all using is what you will call love. And love don't live here anymore. Just no disrespect to anyone. Love don't live here anymore. Love is a spell word. It keeps you in a trance. It's a psychological trance that love keeps you in. And whenever you hear the word love, it automatically triggers a passive it automatically triggers a passive nerve inside of you. You instantaneously become passive, and you become passive to the point that you allow mother French toast people inside. Remember, let me just tell you this. This is why they always talk about the heart, because the heart has a direct connection to the brain. The heart has neurons as well. So this is why they speak about love so much, and they know that if they can play on you with that frequency, and we don't do nothing but accept it. My apologies, people. I'm trying to pull up this clip. I used, matter of fact, what's the purpose of me doing that? I can just do this. My apologies, people. I could just go to my page. My apologies. My apologies, but I'm going to play this video for y'all so we can get in tune with this thing here. My apologies. Bear with me for 1 second. I got to see who this is. I got to see where this video is at. Bear with me, people. I'm not sure. You know what? I think she posted the video. She sure did. And yes, it is. Pause. Bingo. I just wanted to get this video. I wanted to get this video. Now, here we go. Here we go. I value you, my people. So without further ado, shout out to my good brother Duke for putting these songs together and adding me to these tracks. Thank you very much. I am going to take call-ins tonight. I will say to listen. Let me say this to you. I'm not coming with any personal feelings about what I'm going to speak about tonight. This is not a personal feeling. This is my feelings is based off of biological facts. DNA is the answer to everyone's problem on this planet. More importantly, it's the answer to the organic beings of this planet. It's the answer to everything. This is why DNA, genetics, biology is kept away from us. This is why it's kept away from us. And we're the number one leading species on the planet that's being organ harvested, that's being sex trafficked, that's being abused in these hospitals. We're the number one. All of these medical facilities is designed and structured to keep these other races of people alive. And I'm going to get into this even more when I tell you that we do not have 43, 46 we don't have 23 from your mom and 23 from your father. We don't have those type of chromosomes. That's not with us. Because let me just say this to you. That which is natural doesn't change unless something unnatural happens to it. Everything on this planet that's natural looks to replicate itself. Just look at it. Nothing, it ain't replicating something outside of itself. Everything on this planet replicate itself. So I'm not taking any phone calls right now. I don't know who this was calling me on the live. I'm not taking no phone calls right now until I'm finished everything. When I'm finished everything, then I will take some phone calls. But everything on this planet replicate itself. You're not going to see two elephants get together and make a giraffe. That's not natural. You understand? That's not natural. You're not going to see two horses get together and make a donkey, although a donkey come from a horse. But how did that happen? Genetic manipulation. So I'm going to get into this genetic manipulation shit tonight, and I'm going to show it. And the reason why, and some people say, Kalab, well, why do you speak about this so much? Because this resolves all our issues. I'm not talking about what continent we from. I'm not talking about if I'm from Africa or I'm from America or I'm from the Caribbean. There's no make a difference. My genetics tell me that I naturally evolved with the entire solar system, not just the planet, with the entirety of the solar system. This is what my genetics say. So you can search this up for yourself. Right now, you can pull up atoms. You can just search this up. Abundance of atoms. They can't even tell you how much atoms are in the solar system, in the universe. The smallest unit of your body is an atom. The building cells of the smallest unit of the building block of your cells is an atom. The charged particle. That there, right? Now, you have trillions of atoms in your body. Neuromelanin naturally produces that. So everything is made up of atoms. You see this phone right here is made up of atoms. It's just that it's vibrating so slow that it's dense, that you can literally it's hardened. So this is where they say you when you go from solid, liquid to gas. And this is where you're going back to. And if you can take that same premise without you even going to any medical school with so-called black people, you go from solids, your meats, the foods that you're eating, and you go from that to juicing. Instant change in your biological structure, more importantly, your brain. Instant change. And then we're going from the solids to the liquids, and then we're going back to the sun, to the gases. We're going to eat just like the plants and the trees do. That's how we're going back to that. And if you're not ready for those stages right there, that's why I'm not concerned of a food shortage. I'm not concerned about water being polluted. I'm not concerned about that. I know I can master self. And when you master self with the new frequency coming in, that's unraveling, because light unravels DNA. Unraveling that DNA, that's allowing you to shoot out more light and pour in more light. So the more light that I'm pouring, that's why people talk about, man, I went all day and I ain't eat nothing. And then because you seen someone else eating, or you seen a fucking commercial, or you smelled something, you automatically thought you were hungry, but you still really wasn't hungry. That's the fact, because we are all changing. But what are we changing into? This is the issue. This is the thing. What are we changing into? So without further ado, let me get into this, my people. Let me get into this here. Let me do a screen share. I'm going to get to her in a second. But this is where we need to get to right here. Any video I use for awareness purposes. I am not a teacher. I am a beacon of light. This is just to bring you up to date of what's taking place on the planet, my people, and overstand these cloud structures that are in the sky. You've never seen this before in your life. So let's go. I'm talking cosmos and sun talk. So regardless if I'm here today or tomorrow, if I'm gone tomorrow, and you ain't never seen another video from me or ever had to hear from me again, guess what you gotta hear from? The fucking sun in the sky. All day, every day. Let's go. Cause the sun has returned. I don't wanna go outside. Cause you might get burned. Get 'em. Gotta go outside, get them CMEs. Get 'em. Gotta go outside, get them CMEs. Baby, go outside. Let's go. Cause the sun has returned. I don't wanna go outside. I've never seen so many meteors come from the sky. Yeah, first that look like that got a destination. Had an NITGA, got no sunscreen, no umbrella, just neural DNA. I'm a hot boy, but a hot boy. Stay 98.6. Yeah, that's soul food, that's raw food. Outside where I hit my fix, you can see me glowing, flexing all these rays. My reflection I amaze, manifesting as I gain. Don't keep me going, cause the sun exposing. It's the age of Aquarius. Rise up, you feel it. Now we go outside. Let's go. Cause the sun has returned. Go outside. Yo, look. You might get burned. Get 'em. Go out, get them CMEs. Get 'em. You see the date? Look at the date, baby. Make a difference. They will no longer live comfortable on the planet. Just so that you know, even the ones that are at the golf course and saying, I'm not going to the water, I'm not over there by the fire. You are all up underneath the sun. You having fun, boy? Go have fun, boy. Better run, boy. Here comes the sun, boy. Procreatic, you can't stop it. This knowledge profit, no college topic. Tell me where you come from. Tell me where you were made. I'm from the sun. It's best that you behave. The return has a term. Listen if you learn. Yo, Kalai said it best. Some blood. It's time we go outside. Let's go. Cause the sun has returned. Look at these colors. Huh? Cause you might get burned. Get 'em. Gotta go outside, get them CMEs. Get 'em. Gotta go outside, get them CMEs. Baby, go outside. Let's go. Look at the colors. The sun has returned. Don't wanna go outside. Scared for, cause you might get burned. Hold up. Look at the CMEs popping. Huh? Almost an M flare. Look, and almost another M flare. Oh, it's popping up there. Hold on. Here you go. Hold on, I'm not done yet, though. That's my man's. No, I'm not done yet. Let me go back over here. Hold up. I'm not done yet, my people. I'm not done yet. Gotta get them CMEs. Get them.
I drove my point home as far as, you know what I mean, what the sun is and the planet and the universe. I feel like we should be thriving and get back and move in unison, just like how the universe is. As above, so below. But those that don't agree with that, fine.
As far as I can remember, the only thing I truly have is my soul. And you can't.
Yo, look at the colors! Look at the colors!
So below, I'm never gonna give up my soul.
Look at the colors!
We don't die, we multiply, plus resurrection. As above, so below, I'm never gonna give up my soul. No, my holy grail filled with facts, and you be dead wrong if you thought this was right. Young boy from the north side, grew up
perfectly spaced apart. Perfectly spaced apart.
When so is right.
Perfectly spaced apart.
Me. To a lot of my life. Now I walk to the dark with a light. I don't need no gun, I fight. Protect my family, do what's right. Walk it like I talk it, how I spit it on this mic. Just listen and you learn. Stop that hating out of spite. I ain't studying on it. Get your frontin' on it. I'ma stay real till the wheels fail or when my time is called. You know, he say, she say, that ain't how we play. We do it right, yeah, there's no replay. As above, so below, I'm never gonna give them my soul. No, they can try and feel the chip. We don't die, we multiply, plus resurrection. As above, so below, I'm never gonna give them my soul. No, my holy grail filled with facts, and you be dead wrong if you thought this was right. I know too many people lie, telling me I'll never be free. Most of them praying to the sky, but I know God resides in me. Told me Jesus Christ, only one can save my life. That ain't true, not even right. I'm the one who holds the light. The star seed from the sun. Victory is won. I ain't scared, I won't run. Yeah, I do this here for fun. Got 16 in my clips, lyrically equipped. These haters here, they sick. That's why I don't even trip. They blind, say they see. The truth ain't what they be. They just dead man walking from A to Z. As above, so below. I'm never gonna give them my soul. No, they can try and feel the chip. We don't die, we multiply, plus resurrection. As above, so below. I'm never gonna give them my soul. No, my holy grail filled with facts, and you be dead wrong.
Happy Thanksgiving, baby! Happy Thanksgiving!
Years have I loved me, and I never felt more alive. The love that I was living the whole entire life, I was dying. The first time that I actually loved me. See, I thought I loved me when I had good clothes. I thought I had loved me when I had a nice car. I thought I loved me. Now I took care of myself and make sure that I was good all the time. I was going on vacations. I thought I loved me. This shit ain't no love. That's not love, people. I want you to know that. That is far from love.
Yo, I value my people. I value y'all. Listen, this thing is popping around here, man. Let me go ahead and let that thing ride again. As above, so below. It's my man Duke, man. He put this shit together, man. Let me let this ride again, man, because until this video is up. Let's just look at this, my people. You can't stop what's happening. They can't stop what's happening. Somebody's mad.
I'm talking Cosmos and Sun Talk. So regardless if I'm here today or tomorrow, if I'm gone tomorrow, and you ain't never seen another video from me or ever had to hear from me again, guess what you gotta hear from? The fucking sun in the sky.
Go outside.
Look at their faces. Look at their faces.
The sun has returned. Don't wanna go outside, cause you might get burned. Get 'em. Gotta go outside, get them CMEs. Get 'em. Gotta go outside, get them CMEs. Baby, go outside. Let's go. Cause the the sun has returned. I don't wanna go outside. Cause you might get burned. Yeah, first off, I'm a star seed. Had an NITGA. Got no sunscreen, no umbrella, just neural DNA. I'm a hot boy, but a hot boy. Stay 98.6. Yeah, that's soul food. That's raw food. Outside where I get my fix. You can see me glowing. Flexing all these rays. My
look at my brothers and sisters over there. You see my brothers and sisters?
Don't keep me going.
But we're going to talk about Israel and the Palestinians.
Age of Aquarius, rise up, you feel it. Now we go outside. Let's go. Cause the sun has returned. Don't wanna go outside. Cause you might get burned. Get 'em. Go outside, get those CMEs. Get 'em. Gotta go outside, get them CMEs, baby.
It don't make a difference. They will no longer live comfortable on the planet. Just so that you know, even the ones that are at the golf course and saying, I'm not going to the sport, I'm not over there by the spot, you are all up underneath the sun.
You having fun, boy? Go have fun, boy. Better run, boy. Here come the sun, boy. Crow Creek got it. You can't stop it. This knowledge profit. No college topic. Tell me where you come from. Tell me where you were made. Come from the sun. It's best that you behave. The return has returned. Listen and you learn. Yo, Kalai said it best. Some blood. How we go outside. Let's go. Cause the sun has returned. Don't wanna go outside. Cause you might get burned. Get 'em. Gotta go outside. Get them CMEs. Get 'em. Go outside. Get them CMEs. Go outside. Let's go. Cause the sun has returned. Don't wanna go outside. Scared cause you might get burned.
I'm talking cosmos and sun talk. So regardless.
My bad people. Abundance and gratitude to all of y'all. Abundance and gratitude to you all. Shout out to my good brother Duke, who made that for me, man. I gotta get it. I gotta get this Sunblood shirt out to my man. He asked for one, but good brother. Listen, for the people that don't know, here on Instagram, here on YouTube, I've been down for like 6, almost 8 weeks. You know what I mean? I had a fractured tibia. So I was down. I've been out of work. Just now getting back to work and getting back on my feet. So there is a lot of things that I've been, just trying to catch back up on, So if you support, you want to grab a shirt, I greatly appreciate it. If you want to cash that, do that. I greatly appreciate it. But I will tell you this. Wait a second. Let me get into my live. Hit the like button too. Well, wait a second. The like doesn't cost you nothing. Let me get into my live first. Let me get into this live first. And then you sit there and then you ponder on what you think. So whether you want to hit a like button or support any other way. So without further ado, let me get right into it. Let me line my screen up so that way we're not having no issues here. Let me line my screen up. At the end of this, my people, I am going to take call-ins. I'm going to take call-ins. Just make sure I got everything lined up. Somebody better. All right, here we go. Bam. The Economist. Boom. All right. All right, here we go right here, my people. Now, before I go any further, I am reading from
what you call geneticists from dummies, for dummies. Most of these books, these biologies, these genetics books, most of these books and most of what you're going to see on social media, or excuse me, not social media as well as Instagram, Google, whatever the case may be, you're going to see a lot of scientists and doctors speaking in tongue and not giving you direct answers. So it's up to you that you have to research independent doctors and have a good understanding of the basics of genetics. This is very important. Genetics resolve all of so-called Black people mental and physical hindrance. Everything that is hindering us from growth and development, psychologically and physically, is all through genetics. And these people know this. So I'm not arguing with anyone that has a personal opinion. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm not arguing with someone that sat down underneath somebody else and they still regurgitating the same shit from yesterday. Your genetics is constantly upgrading because neuromelanin is constantly upgrading. So your genetics is always trying to get back to its original form, which is what you call supernatural. It's always trying to get back to that. So here we go. Tara Roten Robinson, PhD, was an instructor and a postdoctoral fellow in genetics in the Department of Biological Science at Auburn University. She has also been an instructor at Oregon State University. Now, none of these people are going to put their license and their career on the line to lie about the findings that they have found through their studying of cells, proteins, and molecules. No one is going to do this. Lisa Koshman-Spock, PhD in CGC. CGC is Certified Genetic Counselor, is a clinical genomics specialist and a former geneticist counselor at Indiana University School of Medicine. So this is the book that I am reading from, and it's just not the only book, but this is the book that I'm going to do this reminder message on. This is the book that, hold on, what's happening here? This is the book that I'm reading from. So Instagram, YouTube, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on with my computer? Like, what's going on here? Why can't I minimize? All right. Okay, let me see this. Okay, cool. No, no. So this is who I'm reading from. And I'm going to read exactly what they're telling you. Most of these books is about the eukaryotic cell, but they have to mention the prokaryotic cell because everything starts off as a single cell. Now, when I say that, this is when I tell y'all that when you're dealing with people that has a damaged amygdala and what AKA undeveloped brain, most people cannot comprehend past what they already believe, no matter if it's new information or not, whether it's concrete, solid information or not. It doesn't matter. Most people can't get past their cognitive dissonance. So when I say mixed cells for other races of people, I clearly know, any chemistrist and biologist already know that your heart cells are different from your liver cells. Your neurons are different from your bone cells. You understand what I'm saying? And the cells that actually break down food and build up cells, catabolic and anabolic reaction. This is those cells. Each cells are different. Your body is made of trillions of cells, no doubt. However, the difference between us and other races of people, this is what I mean by mixed cells. Mixed cells meaning mixed genetic information to make up your phenotype. I am not talking about skin color, although since everyone wants to talk about that, I am clearly going to show you how light skin versus white people is completely different and how light skin got here in the first place, because that's not natural. It's coming from the abuse and the antigens that are in our genetics, period. So now, when you're dealing, now again, when I'm done with this and I'm finished, you can call in, you can give me your information, let me know. I'll have no problem looking it up. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But my question to the entire awareness or conscious community.
My question to all of our so-called educated so-called black brothers and sisters, how did we go from haploids to diploids? Meaning, why would our genetic information constantly copy and recopy itself over and over to the point that you get 23 chromosomes from your mom and 23 chromosomes from your father? How did that happen? When geneticists clearly stated they don't even know how it happened, but you agree to it. You have accepted it, but you don't even know. They don't even know how it happened. That don't make any sense to me because it's not natural. That's why. Just like we're going down to electrons and protons, we're going down to X chromosome. And see, the black woman should only possess 2 chromosomes. Black man, you shouldn't have 2 chromosomes. I done told y'all when I get into this, the reason why they say males have a female chromosome inside of you, you see what I'm saying to you, is because other races of people that were genetically spliced they were spliced. The male, 99% of the monkey, that genetic they share with monkey is the male. But the rest of the genetic animals that they use to make up their living organism is feminine energy. This is why they don't have a problem with practicing homosexuality, and gay and transgender. They don't have a problem with none of that. They don't have a problem with sexual dimorphism when it comes to dealing with children. This is not racist. This is not hatred. You can go look up the book called Iceman Inheritance by Michael Bradley. This is a white man who stated this. I'm just reading off what he's stating, and it's matching what geneticists and biologists are stating. So now let me get into this. Let me get into this real fast. Sure. Hold on. Let me get into this. Which one I'm going to pull up? Nope. Let's go over here. 1, 2, and 3. Right down the line. Right down the line. All right, hold on. Let me see. This is it. Here we go. Here we go. Now, if anybody, I'm not going to get into Mandel law. It's going to speak about Mandel's law as far as how genetic information is inherited from one parent to another. And I'm going to get into this, and I'm going to show you how they even stated in here that his information is slightly off. So now let me get into this, and let me show you this. Wiping out with incomplete dominance. A trip to the grocery store can be a nice genetic lesson. Take eggplant, for example. Eggplants come in various shades of mostly purple skin that are courtesy of a pair of alleles at a single locus interacting in different ways to express the phenotype. Now, let me help my people out because I want my people to understand what alleles is and what I'm speaking about, so that way we can go. It's no misends. Here we go. I told y'all. For the people that do know what they are, again, this is not for you. Here we go. For example, the alleles for brown eyes dominate. Therefore, you only need 1 copy of brown eyes allele to have brown eyes. Although with 2 copies, you will still have brown eyes. If both alleles are dominant, it is called codominance. Now listen, in order, let's say one parent had brown eyes and the other parent had blue eyes. That is called incomplete dominance. This right here is called codominance. When both parents have brown eyes, and I'm gonna get further into this, but I want to say something real fast. Let's say one parent got blue eyes and the other parent has brown eyes. Guess what the baby eye is gonna be? Brown, because blue is recessive. It takes a back seat. That's called incomplete dominance. Now, which means mixing. So now hold on. Let me get back over. Did I share the screen? Yes, I did. Let me get back over here. Share my screen window. Okay. And Locus, now remember I said what alleles is. Alleles, this is when they said purple skin that are courtesy of a pair of alleles at a single locus interacting. Locus, when you look up the word locus, it's the location where the gene at on the chromosome. It's the location for the gene on the chromosome. So here we go. A single locus interacting in different ways to express phenotype. Purple fruit color, dark purple, and white colors are both the result of homozygous alleles. Homozygous, meaning the same. Now, I want y'all to understand. Now, when they say, again, a lot of these terminologies are literally putting inside our face, like homo and being heterosexual and being like this. Homozygous, meaning the same. Dark purple and homozygous for the dominant allele, PP. And white and homozygous for the recessive allele, lowercase pp. So if two white people get together, this is what they're going to get. When crossed, dark purple and white eggplant yield light purple offsprings. The intermediate phenotype. So when you get, here we go. Tiger Woods, Barack Obama's father, and his mother, white. You get an intermediate. Now, it just so happens that if Barack Obama go out in the sun, he starts to look like what you would call, he starts to look like us. You get a brown. But if you look at Barack Obama hair follicles and his genetics, you will see that Barack Obama is a hybrid of his species. So when you mix black dominance, lowercase, with a lowercase, with a uppercase and a lowercase, and you mix it together, you get what you call hybrid. This is what you get. Now, when two light-skinned black people get together, you get another black baby. When a light-skinned black person that's black have a baby with someone that's dark, your baby starts to grow up and get darker naturally, because now you're replenishing your bloodline. So now let me finish going. Remember, homozygous for the recessive allele, PP. When crossed, dark purple and white eggplant yield light offspring, intermediate phenotype. This intermediate color is the result of alleles for purple being incomplete in its dominance of alleles for white, which is actually the allele for no color. No color. So now, bear with me for one second. Because I was watching a video the other day. I was watching a video the other day. Excuse me. My apologies. Does it say where is that? Hold on for 1 second. I was watching a video the other day. Let me make sure I emailed it to myself. My apologies. All right. I did. I was watching a video the other day, and this video was saying, when it comes down to okay, here we go right here. A dichotomous pair. This is what I wanted to email to myself, and I emailed it. So I want to share this with y'all as well. Remember what they said about recessive. Description. Hold on. Does recessive mean weak? A recessive trait is the weak, unexpressed trait of a dichotomous pair of alleles. Dominate recessive that has no effect in the phenotype of heterozygous individuals. Heterozygous individual, which means if I'm brown eyed, she blue, and she's blue eyed, and she has the baby eyes is going to be brown, and the blue eye is going to take the back seat, which means it has no effect on a phenotype. It's no need, it's no use for it. This is what I'm telling you. So why do we have so many chromosomes if there's no use if it comes to when we're mixing, there is no use for these chromosomes. It's no use for it. It takes a back seat. So hold on, let me finish. Let me get into this. Now, but I'm going to show other races of people how, and I don't want you to get mad, how this is why a lot of things happen with y'all when it comes to what babies being born with birth defects, because y'all haven't accepted genetics. And when y'all look at y'all genetics and you look at what you are spliced with, that's who you should be procreating the most with. So if I have, let me pull this one up and let me pull. All right, let me just pull this up. So here we go. If I got 92% mouse, I'm a white man. I got 92% mouse. And she has 80% mouse, right? Her gene, because the baby is growing inside of her womb, overrides mine's. Her gene overrides mine. However, in a different case, let's just say her mouse genetics is very low, but she has a high fruit fly genetics spliced with her, and his mouse genetics is high. This is where the birth defects come in with each other. This is where they have missing parts of their chromosomes, and I'm going to get into that too. So you can, again, if I'm wrong, I ask Instagram, YouTube, put a fact check underneath what I'm stating. I ask Instagram and YouTube, I ask any doctor or biologist if you can call in or you can send me a message. You know what I mean? That phone number right there at the bottom of that thing, you can text it. You can text me your email address from a fake number and we can have a conversation. Other than that, I know that this is factual. So now let me get back over here. Where are we at? Let me make sure I'm over here. Let me get back over here. Let me minimize this. Okay. Here we go right here. With incomplete dominance, the alleles are inherited in exactly the same way. They always are. One allele comes from each parent. The allele still conforms to the principle of segregation and independent assortment. But the way those alleles are expressed, aka the phenotype, is different. So they say you can find out about exceptions, the independent assortment rules in sections. So I don't have to go. This is switching to another section later on in this section. But here we go. Here's how the eggplant cross work. This is how it works. So even when this go with Italian and white people, this is how this works. Even when you go with an Asian and someone that's white, even when you go with an Arab and someone that's white, this is y'all are literally mixing genes. Just as much as y'all are mixing genes with us, y'all are mixing genes with one another. And they're not telling you this. So anyway, here we go. Here's how the eggplant cross work. The parent plant. Now, remember, parent plant are PP for purple and lowercase pp for white. F1 generation and all heterozygotes will be capital P, lowercase p. Every last one of them. Just as you expected from Mendel's experiment. Now you got to go and read Mendel's experiment, but what Mendel, the one thing that is lying to y'all, and this is where I say nigger science is coming. When they say that once you sleep with someone black, you automatically have a piece of black inside of you. That's not true. That's not true. Do you get an upgrade? Yes, you do. But you do not all of a sudden get us. It don't make a difference. Even if the woman, even Serena Williams having a baby by a white man. As that baby starts to develop and grow, you will start to see that baby is not 100% us. You will see that. It will be, it's a default to the genetics. It's a default. Nothing white is natural in nature. Nothing light is natural in nature. Even my light-skinned brothers and sisters, you can contest to this right now. When you go out in the sunlight right now, you actually are turning dark. They are turning red. There's a difference. You see what I'm saying to you? Because there's nothing natural in the planet that is white. Nothing. Nothing natural. Or the pigment of what you call white. Just as, okay, now, just as you expected in Mendel's experiment. If this was a case of simple dominance, all the the uppercase P, lowercase F1 generation would be dark purple. All of them would be dark purple. If dark is the dominance of everything, all of them would come out with a darkish purple. But in the case of incomplete dominance, the F1 generation come out light purple, sometimes called violet. The heterozygote produces a less purple pigment, making the offspring lighter in color than homozygous purple plants. This is homozygous. We match each other. This is heterozygous. So now let me minimize. Hold up. I'm done with this. I'm done with that one. Let me make sure I got that out of here. Get it out of there. Here we go. Here we go. And this is why when I tell you, my brothers and sisters, that it was so important to rape you, so-called black woman, and we're going to get into this. This is why the Asian race did it. The Arab race did it. The white race did it. And now it's starting like it's trying to start all over again with the Asian race and the Arab race in Africa. And they're literally depleting our genetics by doing this. So now let me go into this right here. In the F2 generation, the result of crossing PP with PP, half of the offsprings have violet fruits, corresponding with the PP genotype. 1/4 of the offsprings are dark purple PP and 1/4 are white, lowercase pp. These are the homozygous offsprings. Basically, that PP will always stay co-dominance unless you literally step outside your genetic makeup. Listen, that which I always say, the number one rule in science, that which is natural can't change unless something unnatural happens to it. So these are the homozygous offspring. Rather than 3-to-1 phenotype ratio, 3 dark purple eggplants and 1 white eggplants, no, it wouldn't be that way. You expect to see with simple dominance, the incomplete dominance, you would see 1-to-2 or 2-to-1 ratio. 1 dark purple eggplant, 2 light purple eggplants, and 1 white eggplant. So now when we speak about this is going, you see the capital P, as we continue to procreate out of our race, as we go down, look, it goes from the capital P, lower P, capital P, lower P. And now look, lower P, lower P. This is where our genetics at. And we're at the lower P as far as being able to reproduce with them. We're at the lower P being able to, for a man to be able to stick his phallus inside of any race that has animal DNA, and you don't come out with herpes, genital herpes, chlamydia, gonorrhea, zoonotic disease, for you not to come out with any of that, that's because your melanin, your body has adjusted to it. But in the process of you adjusting to it, you have lowered your frequency. So again, this is how other races have become. So let me tell you this. The Italian race is an upgrade from the white race. But it's the same genetic makeup though. This is a fact. Now, here we go right here. So we can put an end to this bull crap. Because I keep telling y'all that blood types are only for breeding and mixing blood purposes. That's it. Blood, we are not in our original blood type. No way in the world we're in our original blood type. So again, although they cannot alter our genes, they can taint our vessels. They can taint the car. They can taint the vehicle that we're in. Now, here we go right here. When alleles share equally in the expression of their phenotype, the inheritance pattern is considered co-dominance when it's equal. Both alleles express fully as phenotypes instead of expressing some intermediate expression. So both express their full phenotype. So when you're in complete dominance, one is not expressing the other. And this is where I tell other races of people, this is where you're born with birth defects and learning disabilities. Because when you don't know the genetic makeup of the individual that you're dealing with, and first and foremost, it's virtually impossible for them to even figure this shit out, to be honest with you, or even stop it, because the woman is spliced with a Bobono's monkey, and the man is spliced with a unisnub nose, with a chimpanzee, and an Asian man is spliced with a unisnub nose monkey. So the female white monkey is the white woman is spliced with a complete different monkey other than the chimpanzee, even though the Bobono's monkey looks like a chimpanzee, but they follow a matriarch system. This is why the female is not as violent as the male, but she still has a cold heart. Now, here we go. You can see a good example of co-dominance in human blood types. Whoa! If you've ever donated blood or received a transfusion, you know that your blood type is extremely important. If you receive the wrong blood type during a transfusion, you can have fatal allergic reaction. Blood types are the result of proteins. Now understand something. Blood types are the result of protein. Protein enzymes, protein molecules builds up the molecules that makes up the cell, that makes up the organ, that makes up the fucking living organism. So understand, that's on a DNA level. Blood types are the result of proteins that add various types of sugar tags, antigens, to your blood cells that allow your body to recognize the cell as a normal part of you. Now, here we go. People that's all excited about that Rh negative blood and talk about I got elite blood, or I got O negative blood. I got elite blood. Your blood is tainted. It's just not as tainted as others, but it's still tainted. So understand this. And I'm not trying to make you feel bad about yourself, but understand something and what's going on the planet. Your antigens determine your blood type. Your antigens determine your blood type. Two alleles coded for antigens, type A antigens and type B antigens. Both act in a dominant manner and can lead to type A or type B blood, respectively, when a person inherits one allele of each. Heterozygous, mind you, heterozygous, you understand? When you inherited one of each, they will make both antigens simultaneously and in equal amounts, co-dominance, therefore have the type AB blood. The situation with blood types get more complicated by the presence of a third allele. Here we go. Now, remember what I told you. When you study this and you understand this, they always try to make things in reversal and try to make, because they don't have it, it's dark. It's no good to them. It's bad. Now, here we go. Watch this. The third allele, that is recessive. Oh, now we all know the definition of recessive. I just read it to you, right? When it goes something that's back, hold back. But here's the deal, right? Listen to this. Alleles that is recessive. This is why I tell you it's a different from reading and comprehending. Is a broken version of the gene and does not attach any antigens to the red blood cell. Here, did you hear that? Does not attach any antigens to the red blood cells. If you have two copies of this broken allele, homozygous, recessive, then you would have type O blood. So blood types in humans show two sorts of inheritance. Co-dominance for A and B, dominant recessive. I never heard of dominant recessive, but don't worry, dominant recessive. A or B or paired with O allele. Now listen, here we go. Now I'm going to show you why they call O blood recessive. I'm going to show you this real quick. Let me get in. Man, gotta love this shit here, man. You really gotta love this shit here, man. Seriously, man. You gotta, when you figure this shit out, they be talking to you, they be like, oh, I can't talk to them no more. And you go right here. Phenotype, blood type. Now, here we go. This is a cell. All of these are cells. So when black people, when you be like, man, I got B blood type, I got AB blood type, I got B. I'm going to get into this real fast. Now, understand, you see this on the outside of these cells? These little, like they stuck into the cell. You see how they look stuck into the cell? These are antigens. These are antigens. Here is the O group. You see, there is no antigens there. See that? Now, here's the deal, right? The genetic information for so-called black people floats inside of this. It's in our neuromelanin. And our neuromelanin coats the outside of our cells. So what happens is antigens attach themselves to they attach themselves to us. Give me 1 second, people. I want to make sure I have something else up here for us. 1 second. Minimize this here. Okay. All right. So they attach themselves to us. When you see these antigens, and these antigens are antibodies that go against the body. Your DNA, every natural living organism on this planet naturally produce antigens. And antigens fight against viruses, diseases. They also are worker enzymes that builds up for your the cell, the development of your cells in your body. And what happens is by the same animal, hold on. Fuck. Hold on. Hold on, people. Hold on. Y'all know I ain't gonna waste your time. I ain't gonna waste your time because I want to do something here. I want to pull up 2 things. All right. Hold on. As a matter of fact, I could just do it like this. All right, the same animals that were genetically tampered with, or DNA that was used to create these people, is the same animals that you are eating. Black people eat fish. Hold on. Black people eat fish. We eat pork chops. We eat pig feet. We eat hold on. There you go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So when you're eating the same animals, the chicken, the cow, the hot dogs, the fried chicken, the baked chicken, the turkey, the pig, when you're eating these animals, you are feeding the antigens that are already attached to your blood that is being passed down from your parents. You are literally eating and feeding these antigens. Now, your body is producing antigens to fight these antigens off, but you're literally continuing to fight against your body by feeding these same antigens that rate you. Literally, you're eating a cheeseburger. You're eating a beef hot dog, beef ribs, pork ribs, fried chicken. You're eating these things on a day-to-day basis. And by your eating them, you're feeding the antigens. And what antigens do to our lymphatic system, it weakens it. So now you're more acceptable to what?
viruses and diseases. The moment that you switch from eating that food and you go over to an electrical-based food, alkaline, what happens? Your cells start rejuvenating. Now the antigens are being fought off. Now you're working with your body to get rid of the pollution, and now you're going back in time. Versus other races of people, they can't stop. They have to feed their body. They have to eat animals. They have to eat. Steve Jobs tried to go vegan. What happened to him? The other woman tried to go vegan who went over the internet and died. What happened to them? They have to eat meat because the protein enzymes inside of the blood. That's not us. That's not us. So hold on. Let me finish, people. Let me finish. I think I need to go over. Here we go right here. Here we go right here. Right here. Humans and zebrafish share 70% of the same genes, and 84% of the human genes known to be associated with human diseases have a counterpart in zebrafish. Major organs and tissues are also common. Zebrafish chromosome has also been fully sequenced to a very high quality. So understand this, people. This shit here, diseases, 84%. This is crazy. And the first thing that happens, and I said this to you, the first thing that happens when you cross genetics with someone is diseases, viruses and diseases. That's why they wiped out 2 continents. Australia, Brazil, South America, too. They wiped out 2 continents with just their phallus alone, just their blood alone, just their blood alone. So now, again, let me finish. Let me go forward, my people, because I don't want to go over a few of these things when they try to tell you that you have a birth defect and stuff like that. No, that's not true. Hold on. Here we go right here. Nope, no. I'm not done with that because I still have. Okay. Nope. Here we go. Now, come on, computer. Come on. It ain't that serious. Come on, Pindar Moloch. Come on, y'all. Come on, it ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. Come on, it ain't that serious. Let me go ahead and do my thing. It ain't that serious because I'm going to continue this. Now, when I just got finished talking about blood types, right? Before we get into these antigens, before we get into, well, that's the same thing, antigens. Here we go right here. Make sure I go right down the list. All you have to do, search the shit up for yourself, huh? Here you go right here. In pigs, there are only A and O alleles, A blood type and O alleles. So when people we talk about they got O blood type, I keep trying to tell y'all our blood is tainted. It's not what you think it is. So there can only be 2 blood types, A or O. Genetic analysts has shown that the porcine, a gene in homologous to the ABO gene in humans and other species, it encodes A and A1, 3, and basically blood types that matches humans. Pig. So we can move on forward from here. Hold on, where we at? Oh, here we go right here. The number of blood groups, the number of blood group system varies among domestic species. Cats have 4 known blood types: A, B, AB, and MIC. Type A is mostly common. About 99% of cats in the United States are type A. Certain breeds have a higher prevalence of type B. Keep on moving. And who do they share genetic makeup with? Cat. Hold on. How much genetic they share with a cat? Okay. Chimpanzees been found thus far to have primarily type A blood, with type O less commonly. Gorillas appear to be exclusively to type B. Stop playing, people.
Fucking playing with me, man. Here we go. Which animals is closely to humans? The following animals have blood groups that are similar to humans: gorillas, orangutan, bonobos, gibbons, cattle, pig, horses, sheep. Okay, keep it moving, Kala. Here we go. Great apes and human have the same blood types: A, B, and O. Kala, get the French toast off of here. I know. Here we go. What does it mean if someone is porcine? While porcine isn't a negative term as Swedish, it may describe the things that are fat, greedy, pudgy, or generally piggish, but primarily fat. Pork pig and Miss Piggy aren't particular porcine in their behavior. Now peep the move, people, with the next motherfucking line. Only in their appearance. This is pink and pudgy. Kala, get off of here. Get off of here, Kala. You're causing problems. Oh, no, I'm not done yet. Not done yet. Y'all, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Hold on. Here we go right here. I'm not done yet. And we can take these calls. I'm taking these calls in. Please, hold on. Before I take a call in, give me a second. Give me a second. I forgot to read one part here. Before I take a call in, I forgot to. Oh, Kala, don't you do that. Don't you do that, Kala. Hold on. Pause, my people. Commercial break. I'm going to take phone calls. I'm going to take call-ins. I am going to take call-ins. If there's anyone that's in the genetics or biology that can tell me or explain to me how did we go from haploids to diploids, how is this possible? Please let me know. I appreciate it. Genetics, DNA is the answer to all issues on this planet. More importantly, definitely to so-called Black people issues on this planet. Now, this is a commercial break. If you appreciate the content, hit that like button. Come on, man. Stop playing with me. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I haven't seen y'all in a minute. The like button doesn't cost you nothing. If you really appreciate the content, you can Cash App. I greatly appreciate it. You can purchase a shirt. Everything is at the bottom of the screen, going across the screen. I am going to take calls in. I greatly appreciate it. Now, here we go. Commercial break. Viruses versus bacteria. Viruses like those that causes the flu and cold or AIDS aren't made of cells. Although viruses make you sick just like bacteria do, some bacteria, not all, viruses and bacteria are actually quite different. Viruses are simpler than bacteria and are made up of just a few molecules. In fact, viruses have so few parts that they can't even grow and divide by themselves. So they're not considered to be alive. Viruses can only reproduce if they take over a whole cell and steal its energy and materials. So again, my people, if there's anyone in the chat that want to be negative, anyone in the chat that's not being intellectually sharp, that's not using their mind, and they just want to be hate and they want to be angry and upset, that's fine. Leave them where they be. Don't give them any attention, because a virus is not even considered to be alive. In order for them to reproduce, they actually have to take over the cell and steal. Look, what it say right there, has to steal its energy. Don't it sound like a group of species on this planet as well? They have to steal your energy in order for them to exist. So the same thing that someone is in the chat, and I'm not saying anyone is in there that's like that right now because I'm not reading the chat, but I definitely wanted to say that. Now, please, my people, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Come on, man. Hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button. And again, if you feel like I'm racist, then you don't have to hit the like button. But if you feel like I'm telling the truth and this right here can benefit you as a species as well, then hit the like button. You ain't got to support any other way if you choose not to. That's okay. But hit the like button. So now let me get back over here to this. Let me get back over here to this because there's one thing that I have to read. I forgot because I want to know how do we go from haploids to diploids. Here we go right here. Is this it right here? Yes, it is. So we go over here. Let me share this right here. Here we go right here. Okay. When chromosomes are sorted into pairs, the individual chromosome in each pair are considered homologs, meaning that the pair chromosomes are identical to one another with respect to which gene they carry. Now, I told y'all this is the one thing that you must understand. On a
on a micro level, there, when the development of the cell, when it comes to the protein enzymes to develop the cell, the molecules, they are the same. Worms, mice, monkey, fruit flies, zebrafish, unisnub-nosed monkey, all of them at the core, they all develop the same way, their cells. So you can use them in exchange parts. You can do this. So in addition to homologs, chromosomes are identical in shape and size. Those pairs of chromosomes are sometimes referred to as homologs for short. Chromosome numbers can be a bit confusing. Humans are diploids. Humans are diploids, meaning we have 2 copies of each chromosome. Some organisms like bees and wasps. Some organisms like bees and wasps. So now we're going to say have only one set of chromosomes. Now we say this: who do more for the planet? Bees and wasps, or dogs, or cats, or pigs, or zebrafish? Now they got all of these chromosomes with all of this genetic information. Now, but who do more for the planet? Who do more for the planet? Bees feed the entirety of the planet. Wasps maintain the ecosystem on the planet. So this entity on this planet that was creating things to eat up your fruit, like fruit flies, that's not natural. You got wasps to get rid of them. You think mosquitoes are natural. No, not natural. Y'all don't get it. But it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. Have one set of chromosomes. Cells with one set of chromosomes are called haploids. So how did we go from diploids to haploids? Other organisms have 3, 4, or as many as 16 copies of each chromosome. The number of chromosome sets held by a particular organism is called the ploidy. For more on chromosome numbers, see chapter 13. The total number of chromosomes doesn't tell you what the ploidy of an organism is. For that reason, the number of chromosomes an organism has is often listed as some multi of in a single set of chromosomes referred to by the N in the haploids. Now, again, the reason why they say the number of chromosomes doesn't determine how the species is because nigga, this motherfucker got monkey, chicken, and fruit flies. So what the hell is it? See what I'm saying to you? They just say, what is the finishing result of all of this together? This is what you are with all of this together. So we couldn't. So basically, if somebody was to take blood from a white person, an Asian person, an Arab person, and they'd have never seen it, they just say, hey, look at this blood. Tell me what's in its genetics. They be like, well, damn, I see cow, I see fruit flies, I see, well, what is it? They will be sitting there saying, what is it? They literally, let me put it to you like this. Let's take a scientist from another planet and we took blood from one of these species and took it to another planet. When he look at it underneath the microscopes, and any geneticist and biologist can contest to this, the only reason why it don't run through your mind like that is because you already know that is your species. But if you was to look at that, you would be like, well, what is it? Is it a monkey? Is it a fucking cow? Is it a chicken? What is it? You will be sitting there asking yourself, because you have to look at the organism and you'd be like, well, this is the finished product. Well, okay then. We're right up. This is how they... Man, I value you people. Seriously, man. This is sick. This is really sick. I'm being honest. This is really sick because our children are subjugated to this, man. And I don't understand how the so-called awareness conscious community with all this money and knowledge inside the community, why our brothers and sisters don't get together and say, listen, let's put a petition together with legal terminology to have these people provide a biological identification to the planet, as well as the psychiatrist or the psychologist that deem these people sane enough to medically and psychologically evaluate my babies. That's it. Where am I? See, we don't really want this to stop because you know why? Some of us are benefiting from this. Some of us has developed Stockholm syndrome so well that we are literally benefiting from this. We are literally, and at the sacrifice of our children, of our own species. This is facts. So humans are 46, indicated that humans are diploids and their total number of chromosomes are 46. Humans
Sex cells such as eggs and sperms are haploids. See, mommy, where did I come from later on in this chapter? Here's the biggest part of this whole thing that I want to read. See that right there? Here's the whole part. Let me come out a little bit. Right here. Listen up. Geneticists believe that the homologous pairs of chromosomes in humans started as one set. What? Geneticists believe. We ain't say nigger science. We ain't say a personal feeling. We say geneticists believe that homologous pairs of chromosomes in humans started as one set. That is haploid. And the entire set was duplicated at some point as some distant ancestor many millions of years ago. Really? Well, I thought, according to the religious book, that we were only here for 12,000 years. Now we're here for this many times. So here we go. Let's look at the chromosomes. Let's look at the chromosomes, because when you have chromosomes, you have a long arm and you have a short arm. Their chromosomes are stringy. Our chromosomes are like circle shaped, like a chain link. If you look at a chain link, that's how our chromosomes, that's how our genetic information is attached to each other. That's how we connect with each other. Now, when you look at this right here, you can cut these chromosomes. So you got chromosome 1 all the way down to chromosome 23 that determines the sex, X and Y. That's it right here. Now, when you can look up this right here, autosomal chromosomes. Every chromosome is considered autosomal except for the sex chromosome. Every chromosome is considered autosomal chromosome except for the sex. And that's the one that involves in autosomal chromosomes are all considered recessive genes. And I'm going to get into that to show you why when I'm telling you the planet is vibrating at a different frequency. So this is why younger children and older people are having respiratory issues and breathing. And they're not telling you this across the planet because they don't want to tell you this, because Black people are not experiencing this as much. And I told y'all the sun is going to tell the truth. Regardless, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. The sun is going to tell the truth, regardless if we want to hear it or not. So anyway, so now when you look at these chromosomes, it's called CRISPR, Cas9. This is called genetic editing. You can cut and splice and take in and put in information. Take out and put out information. Hold on. Let me go down here real quick. Here we go right here. When it make sure this came down here. When it comes to fruit flies and worms, not only that the pathways inside the cells very similar to those in humans, some of the pathways for communicating between cells or for the instructions for instructing a cell to specialize a similar one. This is they communicate with each other. For example, scientists know that the genes are turned on in order to make a human neuron and wire it so that they're communicating properly with other cells and tissues, in part because they're studying the genetic mechanisms in fruit flies and worms. Who is this? Who is this? Stem cell book too. So like I said, on that level, they all work together. Here you go again. Humans are a lot like yeast. I mean, this is seriously. It's a biological fact. Humans also are a lot like fruit flies, mice, and other animals and organisms that have eukaryotic cells. Right here, humans are a lot like fruit flies, mice, and other animals and organisms that have eukaryotic. So now let me go up here. Let me finish going up here now because I want to go up here. And this is a stem cell for dummy. I don't have to I don't have to go in here. Lawrence S.B. Goldstein, PhD, Director, University of California, San Diego Stem Cell Initiative. What's wrong? I'm not arguing with none of y'all. Ain't nobody putting their job and career on the line to go whack. to write a book about something and make it up. I'm not, no, for what? Here you go right here. This is what happens. Now let me get into what happens when a frequency, when a burst of energy hit the planet. The planet was vibrating at 7.83, which makes it easier for the cells to develop. It makes it easier for the communication amongst different cells or genetic information to communicate with one another. Now, when it comes to Angelman syndrome, is a rare genetic condition that affects the nervous system and causes severe physical and learning disability. A person with Angelman syndrome will have a near normal life expectancy, but they will need support throughout their life. Now, I want y'all to remember this right here. Let me go up here. This is why I wanted you to read. I wanted you to remember that. It's called deletion syndrome. It's a genetic disorder where a tiny piece of chromosome 22 is missing. Most cases happen randomly as a baby grows inside the mother's uterus. So when a baby is formulating inside of the uterus, when the cells are bonding with one another, and it's a burst of energy, because the planet vibrates at 7.83. Now in the Schumann resonance that I've been showing y'all, that they shut down one Schumann resonance where you can't even get the information from there no more, but they got something else, and I'm gonna look it up and get it. I get it for my people. But when the Schumann resonance is spiking past 40 hertz, 60 hertz, 120 hertz, inside of the womb, the child is feeling that. The cells, the atom that's in the cell, is vibrating high too. So what happens? Birth defect starts to take place. Like I said, happen randomly as a baby grows in the mother uterus. It can be also inherited. Symptoms vary widely and can range from heart defects and developmental delays and seizures. Whenever this is taking place with so-called Black people, it is because of the foods that we are eating and the ischemia that is taking place with our brain. So let me show you this real fast. When they talk about the tree of life, when they talk about war in the heavens, when you go outside in the wintertime and you don't see no leaves on a tree, this is it right here. But when you see leaves on a tree, and trees do what with their leaves? They open up their leaves, they have what you call stomata. Birds start chirping an hour before the sun come up. So the trees can open up their holes, their pores. It's called a stomata. They release gases and they prepare to perform what you call photosynthesis, to pour in sunlight. So as they're releasing gases, and the chirping of the birds an hour before does that for the trees. Everything works in unison together on the planet. And this right here, when you don't see any leaves, aka neurons, dead spot of the brain, this is what it looked like. This is what your brain looked like, dormant. And these are all inferior arteries that send oxygenated rich blood to parts of your brain, your frontal lobe, your amygdala. This is what this is. And when you have blockages, aka sugar, because the brain uses 99%, the brain uses 100% sugar, energy. When you have ischemia blocking these right here, now they can diagnose you with ADHD. Now they can diagnose you with Down syndrome. Now they can diagnose you with other learning disabilities. Well, that's not even the case. Because the moment that I stopped eating the bullshit, the moment that I stopped ingesting this bullshit, and I started picking up books and started reading, I started rewiring my brain, and my vocabulary got even stronger. And I no longer felt the need to ball my fists up or need to strap up. I felt no need to it. And this is why the people that feel the need to do that, they have undeveloped brains. They have a damaged amygdala. And when your amygdala is damaged, your frontal lobe is damaged, you are tending to focus on what's right in front of you from a primal state. So you're going to react in fight or freeze mode each and every time. And your body already releasing cortisol consistently. So now let me finish going on, people. Hit that like button, people. I appreciate you. Y'all already know. Hit that like button. So let me finish going on. All right. Hold on. Now, here we go right here. Here we go right here. Let me start. Malin, I can't even get it. All right. Now, listen. This is how I know this was destined for me. Because I didn't even know they called it the Philadelphia chromosome. Peep the move here. The Philadelphia chromosomes forms when chromosome 9 and chromosome 22 breaks and exchange parts. This creates a short chromosome 22 and a new combination of instructions for the cells. This new instructions can lead to the development of chronic myelogenous leukemia, aka cancer. And if I pronounce that word wrong, French toast it. So what? Leukemia. I know what it is, though. See, here you go. Here you go. Now, black woman, so-called black woman, I want to ask you a serious, honestly question. If every time you lay down with someone and you say, damn, I want to have a baby, but you had in the mind, like every time I have a baby, there is a chance that my baby could be born with birth defects, learning disability, chronic heart disease. I mean, here you go right here. Which chromosome causes ADHD? A recent 2010 analyst genome-wide study found only one confirmed location on one chromosome. And when they say location, locus. Understand what I told y'all. The location of a gene on a chromosome. Chromosome 16 that has been repeatedly linked to ADHD. ADHD. So let me keep on moving up here. Here you go. Chromosome 21 is the smallest human autosome and encodes approximately 225 fucking genes. This is only chromosome 21. Look how many genes that thing got. 225 genes. And that's a small amount. The region critical for the development of Down syndrome has been mapped to a small segment of the long arm 21. So again, you have short arm, long arm. The most common forms of chromosome changes in Down syndrome. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Okay, what happens if chromosome 21 is missing? Partial deletion of chromosome 21q is a very rare genetic condition with highly variable phenotypic features, including heart defects, high or cleft plates. This is in your mouth. When your mouth is, the fucking roof of your mouth is high and is abnormal, not normal. Brain malformations, cerebral atrophy, when your neuron cells start dying off on their own. What the hell? Developmental delays and intellectual disabilities. Are you serious? Keep it moving, Kala. Keep it moving, Kala. Keep it moving. What does each chromosome determine? Each chromosome has several genes that code multiple proteins. Listen to that. It don't say the same protein. Each chromosome has several genes that encode multiple proteins, thus determine or influence the traits of the entire eukaryotic cell organism. So y'all can continue to call me racist and hatred all you want, but I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all people are in for it. Y'all in for something really major. Hold on, let me move. Let me keep on moving up here. I think I'm up here now. I'm up here now. So let me go over here. Let me go over here. Pause for 1 second. Let me go over here. Abundance, my people. Abundance. Gratitude to all. Here we go right here. No. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, here we go.
But dark-skinned women are very fast healers because they hold a lot of heat inside of their body to burn off disease. Why do you think the white men always going for the darkest lady? All the time. If you see white men, most of them be with the blackest lady walking.
This is an article from UC San Francisco, and they even did studies and found out that darker skin is more powerful.
Because they know what that is. It's just the fact that y'all been brainwashed to sit back and watch the Alicia Keys and the Beyoncés all day, and you're like, oh, that's what's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, they're beautiful people, but also there's more types of beautiful people, but they got y'all brainwashed to wanting just the red bone. They got y'all brainwashed to just wanting the yellow bone. So you overlook what you can put inside of your DNA to keep you even healthy. And that's the dark-skinned women. Come on, y'all. And it's not about who's better than who, but trust me, I'm telling y'all, it's a reason. It's a reason. But
Pause. So now, this is a biological scientific fact. People also ask, what is the black body radiation? Black body radiation is a term used to describe the relationship between an object temperature and the wavelength of electromagnetic radiation it emits. A black body is an idealist object that absorbs all electromagnetic radiation it comes in contact with. This is why black women is so important, and I keep telling y'all to learn genetics and stop allowing people to just fucking touch you, stop giving out hugs. I keep telling y'all this. See, y'all don't, a lot of us think that that's on some other shit, but you don't understand when someone touches you, that energy stays with you for about 16 to 20 minutes. So just imagine someone that's having sex with you. Every sex partner that a black woman has, you still have that person inside of you because you hold information. You absorb it. And this is why it was so important for them to rape you. You can't, listen, you already got us conquered. Why do you need to rape me? You told me I was full of diseases and viruses. So why are you raping me? You told me I swung from trees and I was no good and I stink. I'm no good. So why are you raping me? And now you marrying me today. You want to be with me. You want to love me to death. Why? Why is that? Huh? Come on, man. Let me finish. Let me finish. Oh, here we go. We exhort. That's why when people be so disrespectful to us, man. I'm not lying to my brothers and sisters. People are so disrespectful to us to sit there and tell us that we're the mothers and fathers of society, and then tell us in the same breath that they can manipulate, they can tap into a frequency better than we can. I can be on crack and you still wouldn't be able to tap into the energy like I can. I can be on crack, heroin, all of that shit at the same time, and you can try your best to be holistic, and you still couldn't scratch the surface because I'm literally the magnetic field. I'm literally the walking magnetic field. Hold on. Here you go. This is me. This is me. How could you tap into that better than me? This is me. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. When neuromelanin produced this shit right here. You see these magnetic field lines right here breaking off? Do you see this? You see this wave? You see this energy? Huh? This is why it's so important to target us the way they targeted us. Huh? You can never tap into this like me. And this doesn't make you my slave. This doesn't make you like you some weak specimen. No, you look at it like that. That's why you so dishonest with self. Because you looking at yourself as weaker and less than me. As inferior to me. I'm not looking at it like that. I'm looking at it that I need to take care and produce with my own species. You have been programmed. That's a feeling that you have based off the toxicity you have capitulated to. That's it. That's why you want to call people racism or hatred that speak truth. I have hatred in my heart. Latest update, December 7th, 2023. Who you talking to, Kala? Who y'all dealing with? Article history, black body, radiation, energy radiated by any object or system that absorbs all incident radiation. No radiation gives me cancer. The poison in the food gives me cancer. Radiation don't give me cancer. The term usually refer to the spectrum of light emitted by any heated object. Common example include a heated element of a toaster and the filament of a light bulb. Keep it moving on up here. Done. Let me see. Am I done with this? Am I done with this porcelain? Done with this? All right, cool. Cool. I think I'm done with that. Now I'm gonna get on over here. I got one more thing. Do I got one more thing? Nope. Nope, that's it. So hold on. Let me get on over here now. Let me get on over here. Now, let me get right here.
Something.
Now, I'm only playing this video just to bring it, just like I said, everybody know and everybody want to be in denial. And that's okay. Everybody know and everybody want to be in denial. And that's okay if you want to be in denial. Everybody know and everybody want to be in denial. But see, when they speak about the truth, I want you to listen, and I'm not picking on Gina Marie. I want people to understand this. I just want you to hear what she stated. But when they start, whenever these species speak about the truth, and it comes to genetics, it's a different tone. It's a very humbling tone. So here we go.
You don't really read about this, but I'm going to read it because I don't know how to explain it. Earth is being blasted by the sun. Earth is currently subject to interplanetary shocks and magnetopause crossings. This translates to mean cosmic plasma, also known as ionized or gamma ray radiation, entering into the Earth's atmosphere in extreme quantities. How much radiation we are receiving on a 24/7 basis is unknown. Suffice it to say, it's likely time for Lugol's iodine 1, an iodine-rich diet 2, and daily anti-radiation baths 3 to protect against thyroid cancer. Purchasing a hazmat suit, and for the worst case scenario, is another option. I'm just reading what was posted somewhere. What is occurring on the sun, how it's affecting the earth, electronics and internet, us and our pets, and all living creatures is very serious business, as few of us have bunkers and too many of us are ill prepared. However, I am certain the situation is far worse than is being reported by the space weather agencies.
That's a fact.
No way are we experiencing a minor G1 geomagnetic storm. It is at least a G3 or G4. Thus far, James Kaufman, 6, who is now defunded and censored to the max, is the only YouTube broadcaster who is telling it like it is.
Do y'all agree with that? That's a lie. All of them. It's not one other race of species on YouTube that, I don't want to say not one, because I seen somebody there was a brother, he did say Kalai was, he, not necessarily me, but he had to do his own research, said I was telling the truth. But anyway, these main channels, Gina, Marie, all these main big channels, they're not talking about this. They are lying. They're telling you that radiation is on the planet. They're not telling you the significance that it's having with genetics. See, they just telling you, here's the deal. Radiation on the planet is causing earthquakes.
Radiation on the planet is causing sinkholes. Radiation on the planet is causing mini tsunamis. Radiation on the planet is causing the volcanoes to be active. But it ain't doing shit to us, though. High levels of radiation got animals twirling around in a circle. Got birds swirling around in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Birds chirping at night, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Everything is happening. Radiation on the planet. Everything is happening with nature and the planet. But it ain't doing nothing to us, though. See how they got you distracted, people? Oh, look at the cloud over there. You see, they already knew it was when I told y'all before and I was showing y'all your brothers and sisters moving through the sky. They already knew it was them. But guess what? They had to wait to say, okay, now because new frequency is coming out and these jokers are waking up and they're reading. Shit, now we see objects in the sky. Now we see objects. Are we being invaded? I see videos like this. Are we being invaded? There are a lot of things going up there in the upper atmosphere. Things I've never seen before on this camera. Are we being invaded? Oh, bro, this was happening back then. You're doing everything. They all are doing this. They're talking about everything except for genetics. But amongst themselves, they are talking about it because they are feeling the residual malignancy effects of those CMEs, those ionized particles.
He says the planet is radioactive and suggests we do what we can to protect ourselves. I've been keeping up with this probability for years. And I do believe it's time, whether you are symptomatic or not. And there's some references to the Wikipedia, Lugol's iodine, HSP Harvard.education, nutrition source iodine, branchbasics.com, cleaning salt and soda soak a radiation detox bath, thyroid.org, professional calculators, thyroid cancer staging calculator, 5, mirrorsafety.com, hazmat suits, it sounds extreme, space weather update, Earth is getting nailed, live.
They said get a hazmat suit. Did you hear that? Now, I'm not laughing, people, but what did I tell people? How many, 3, 4, 5 years ago? Go watch some of my videos, Sun is Separated. I said, you better get a suit. You know what I'm saying? I said this, and look at this. It's just, everything is just unfolding. And mind you, people, I'm not no prophecy. I'm not no prophet. I'm not prophesizing nothing. I'm not doing anything. We all been through this many a times. I'm talking to my people. We have been through this many a time before. Other races of people, the reason why you think that you had another life experience is because of the genetic information that you heard, to the little bit of genetic information or the blood that you have from us or the species that also they use to create you. The Draconian and all that other shit that they got up inside of you. Yeah, this is why you say I had another life. No, you didn't. This is your only life.
With World News Report today. This was on December the 15th. You can download Space Weather Reporter at google.com. There's one with someone called Lori Johnson. No, not that woman. I don't know. Okay, they just tagged people. Download Space Weather Reporter, whatever it's going on. So I read something from my friend Marguerite. She's highly sensitive to the weather, like a lot of other people. Space weather, can feel it before it even comes from the news.
Pause. Once again,
when you look at Gina Marie and she do these other videos, she don't talk like this. You see how she's talking right now? And then when she's done, I want you to listen how she plays the part where as though just because you don't have the knowledge currently about what's going on with the sun doesn't mean you can't research it and find out. So just watch how she try to use that as a reasoning on why she doesn't speak about genetics or the sun, but rather speak about our brothers and sisters in the sky as they move in and prepare for the great awakening.
So that's something that she wrote. There was a lot of people with nauseousness and things too, throwing up, and your pets may not be feeling well, but I read something and
pause. Nauseousness and your cat's not feeling well. I did a video on this before. ARS, acute radiation syndrome, or overload of radiation, because they do not synthesize, they do not biosynthesize the sun like we do. They have a program inside of their cells, internal membranes and organelle. They have an internal organelle that is called chloroplast. Chloroplast is basically, they come from plants. Before these people were created, this entity on the planet had to get other shit in nature up and running first. Before they got this organism up and running, they had to get other shit moving in nature so they can believe that they can get this thing working. So anyway, so they have chloroplasts that come from that some plants have that synthesizes the sun, and they have that inside of their DNA.
it was her analysis. And she follows James Kaufman, who is now defunded and censored to the max, who does space weather. I don't speak on this because I'm not an authority. I don't follow it, but I will read something about it from someone who does have knowledge and understanding of it. I will. We know that something's not right. There's a lot of spraying that's happening up there in the sky, and it could be to protect against the excessive radiation that's coming from the sun.
See the sadness? You see the face? Y'all see the sadness? Y'all look at the face. Now, hold on. Now, let me say this to you. This is another way how they try to play on you, right? When she was like, I'm not an expert. I don't know anything about this. So Dr. Fauci is not the only epidemiologist. And how you become an expert at something is constantly reading on it and through trials and errors. This is how you become an expert. Basketball player, football player, baseball player, professional. From minor league to pop to pub, all the way up. So you, just like you pick up a book, just like you pull out a book and talk about the cabal is supposed to do this, and you read up in this book about you got certain people in the government that's working with the cabal, just like you, and they stated it in this book. You can also pull up a book and read about the radiation, gamma radiation, and also the ozone layer, UVA, UVB, and UVC radiation and ionized particles, as well as genetics. You can also pick up that and read that as well, but you choose not to. Look at the face. Look at the face.
But I'm going to go. I am. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world.
And again, I don't have anything against them, but they have something against themselves because, see, as long as they continue to hold on to this lie, the more it's going to hurt, because 2024 is right around the corner, and this is going to be something beautiful. Beautiful. I meant to play this video, so let me show y'all something real fast. I don't have to play this brother because he's talking about it. This is what I mean by when I was bringing up and I was showing y'all capital P and lowercase p. Capital P and lowercase p. This is called incomplete dominance right here. Incomplete dominance. This is what this is called. Incomplete dominance. Incomplete dominance. And what's the residual effects of that? A depletion of our genetics. So the one they just showed you wasn't, he's black, but the other one wasn't, that just showed you it. See what I'm saying? Incomplete dominance. This is what this is called. This is how you break down your genes. And they know this. So keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. That's why it's very important to procreate with the darkest. And this is why, if you hold up, Jane Elliott, what Jane Elliott say? People gonna be looking for the most darkest people to do what with? Procreate with. That's how the temperature is going to change here on this planet. Let me move up here real fast. Let me play this real fast to my sisters. I appreciate y'all. This is why I tell y'all, please understand and overstand genetics, because this is very important. Listen to this.
Women store all of their sexual partners' DNA in their brains. A woman's previous partners can affect her offspring. This is called non-genetic inheritance.
Look it up.
Studied by the New University of South Wales. As I've told you before, humans are electromagnetic. When we make love or have sex, we transfer this electromagnetic energy to each other. This is also known as data. This is why it's extremely important to connect and make love with people who have light, high energy. You don't want to be connecting with people who have dark energy, who are sad, who are depressed, because this feeling and negativity will consume you.
So when women are sleeping with men that are drinking alcohol, that are up and down in their thoughts, but they come around you and you think they cool and shit and everything in the game, but you don't know what's really going on in this nigga mind. You don't know what this nigga is fighting off. You don't know what's going on with this dude that you had sex with him, and all of a sudden you start feeling like your moods are changing, your moods are swinging. Next thing you know, you're arguing, you just snapped out on somebody that you never snapped out on before. You know what I mean? You just up and down, because of the individuals that you're sleeping with, the individuals that you allow in your company. You understand? I'm not telling you to preserve yourself so you can save yourself for Kallah. Fuck around. I'm like, shit, I don't want you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you. I don't mean to say it like that. Of course I want my so-called black woman, but my message is not to one particular woman. It's to the entirety of our species. It's not one age of woman. It's to all so-called black women. Because it's very important that you understand how powerful and unique you truly are. I was giving this analysis the other day. Let me explain something to you. If me and a black woman is talking to a tree, she will always communicate with that tree a gazillion times better than me. Why? Because she is the cosmos. Even though I'm the cosmos, I'm a birth of her. I'm a defect of her. I am 2.8 less than her. So I would never be able to communicate with the tree as much or manipulate the energy as much as she can. But I can do it better than anyone that is less than me. Think about that. That is not our species. So it's only us in the solar system and other species that can manipulate energy, but not the way we can do it. Nobody can do it like us. No one can harness the energy from the sun like we can. Not one person, not one entity, not one living. The Draco species, all of them are natural. This is what y'all don't know. They're natural. They were created to be malevolent. That's what you don't understand, because we didn't pull this shit off. They talk about Yakub. This is what I be telling you. This is another thing, regurgitating information. Yakub just means subplanet. That's all the word means. Yakub means subplanet. Anunnaki, those fell from the star. You don't know where these fucking Draco species came from. They could have came from up there and would put the fuck down here. You don't know. So they say Anunnaki. So you calling yourself something that you don't even know. There is no name for us. What the fuck? We are everything. There is no name for us. No matter what, you are a different name every timeline. Every timeline these motherfuckers was on and you was there, they called us something different to one another. You know why? Because they never knew what we said to each other. You know why? Because we never spoke vernacular. We looked at each other and talked. They didn't know what they didn't know what we were saying and none of that. This is why it's so fascinating to them when they see us move together in unison and group. You ever see honeybees? How honeybees actually work in unison with one another when they act the hive? Man, it's fascinating. It's really fascinating. So hold on, let me finish. Let me get into some more things real fast, my people, and I'm gonna take some phone calls. I'm gonna do one more commercial break before my phone call. Before I take some phone calls, let me get into this. I done showed y'all this plenty of time before, but here we go right here. I showed y'all this on my videos, and now Mr. MB33, I want to let you know, Mr. MB33, I don't get any money from YouTube, Instagram, or none of that, because I don't want no money from them. I don't want nothing from YouTube or Instagram. Only thing I want to do is be able to share my videos. That's all I want to do. That's it. I don't want nothing from them. Everything I get from my anatomy clothing line, or people cash at me when I do my lives. That's it. And I greatly appreciate the people that do that. So any video that I use, Mr. MB33, just understand I'm only using it for presentation purposes only. I'm not using your video because I need. I have shown this plenty of times, but I want people to look at this. Here we go. Now, this is from a subscriber that has been, I told you, in these rural areas, all you got to do, these wide open land areas and shit, just point your camera in the sky. In fact, you can point your camera anywhere in the sky at this particular time, especially around the sun or the moon, and you're going to see things. So here you go, because your camera have a built-in infrared lens. Now, they're changing the lenses on a lot of these cell phones now. They're changing the infrared lens on a lot of these cell phones. This is why some people are picking up things and some people aren't. But okay, but here you go.
And he said a lot right there. He asked why this isn't the biggest news in the world right now. Some sort of a large, dark, mysterious object next to the moon. And let me show you the similarities real quick to what Mandy saw from Southern Arizona. She saw that in the nighttime sky underneath the moon at around the 7 o'clock position. Look what Tom saw underneath the moon at around the 7 o'clock position. Looks like the same exact object is back. Here we go.
Now, before we start going, this is the moon, and they said in the last days the moon will be just as bright as the sun. So this is the moon, and this is an object. Now, I haven't caught the object here, but I catch the object that's sitting up there above the moon. So here we go right here. This is clearly an object. And this, like he said, he don't know why this isn't on the news. If your camera is picking this up, you're telling me NASA don't see this shit? You telling me NASA and your government don't see this? You keep on, you people, oh my gosh.
There'll be proof here in just a second that this is not a reflection. If it were a reflection, it would be upside down. As you're going to see, it disappears behind the clouds, and the moon is still shining very brightly. If that were a reflection, the reflection would be on the lens glass of the recording device, and the reflection would not disappear. It comes back as it was camouflaged by the clouds. So that tells us that this was a physical object in the sky that Tom recorded on this night. This is a real dark object.
A real dark object. I don't need this. Hold on. I might want this commercial. Let me see.
The practice you are about to learn is almost never described publicly. The Cave of Brahma can activate a wide range of new powers, abilities, and states of consciousness.
Look at this shit all over. And I'm telling you, the brain does everything. And look at what Gaia is doing. Got people watching this shit, everything. And it's really sad because they really hyping these people up to make them believe that they can really tap into the cosmos. In order for you to tap into any type of frequency and do any type of extraordinary things, you got to go through the sun first. How that sound?
Object that was in the sky, and it appears to show up near the moon, at least from what we're seeing now in 2022 and 2023 in November and December. So this thing.
So pause. Now, y'all can go watch the full video. The guy literally records this. The moon is right here and the object right here. I don't know why this is coming up fuzzy on my video all of a sudden now, but I understand YouTube. Trust me. Here we go. Here's another one.
To the International Space Station. This video was shared by Nelson Jinks from November 12th of 2023 during the overnight hours. This occurred around 5:41 in the morning. You're going to see an object here, here, and over here. The two objects in the front are very obvious. The one in the back isn't quite as obvious. This is at original speed. You're going to see this object over here enter the field of view. You're going to see one over here enter the field of view. They look like massive crafts in the sky above planet Earth on the dark side of the Earth. See this one starting to show up? This one over here starting to show up. I'm going to zoom in on this one. You're going to see detail. You're going to see a structure. You're going to see lights on top of this thing. It's truly remarkable footage from the International Space Station. And I also put it in fast forward for presentation purposes. And you can see it clearly moving through the sky. Not only this one, but this one over here. And as you can see, it's moving a little faster. I do have it in fast forward, again, for presentation purposes, so you can see these things. And you're going to see another one enter the field of view right back here following the bright one. See it? showing up right there. There were 3 that showed up in the field of view. Now we're going to zoom in very close, and you're going to see a huge craft with lights, the one over here on the right. And here it comes. You can see lights on top, quite possibly on the bottom. It looks very wide. This thing was incredibly large, and it was a pretty good ways away from the International Space Station and still looked very large. It flew in the vicinity of the space station and then went on out of the field of view. This is the one over here on the left. It wasn't quite as visible as the one.
Now, pause. I'm gonna keep it moving, people. Y'all can go check out the video. Understand something. So just do that look like it's a war in the heavens? I just want to say this. Do it look like it's a war in the heavens? This is what kills me about a lot of social media pro platform. Oh man, the crocodiles was fighting the snakes toys, and the insect toys was fighting the draconians, and the draconians was fighting the demon rats. I'm like, well, how the fuck do you know all this shit, but you don't even know that our children are being manipulated and being subjugated to a psychological and physical trauma and abuse on a day-to-day basis? How do you know what's going on between 2 other fucking species and not even taking care of your home right here first? That's the weird shit that's bothering me, people. That's all. I'm confused. Nigga be like, I've been here. I was here before. I'm telling you, I was up there in the sky. They fucking fighting back. I was sitting on the spaceship, this, that, and you literally, and we all in tune to this shit like this. And our children are going out the fucking front and back door. This is crazy. Literally, how do you know this? Where do you have any type of proof or information to show me that there has been a war in the fucking heavens? Show me. Just give me one proof. None. You don't have no fucking proof of it. Not one bit of a proof. You ain't show a fucking laser gun. You don't even see spaceships shooting at each other in the fucking sky. Where do you see that? You see, this is the weird stuff that our people are on. You people are fucking embarrassing. You fucking people are embarrassing. And I'm telling you, you are. You're fucking embarrassing. Here you go right here. Look at this shit here. Look, here's another one. Here's another video. Check this out. All right.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical product.
Peeping curve.
So peep the move. Now, here we go. This is Lasso. This is the sun. This is the sun is behind this dot right here. Now, we have seen plenty of what you call diving comets. They're not no diving comets. I just want y'all to know that. There is no fucking debris up in space. I don't know where the people get. Never mind. You're easily programmed, and then you follow the one that's programmed. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, this comes out, makes a sharp 90-degree angle, and goes back in. Look at this.
There around the sun. I have to put it in slow motion to get a good view of this thing. See it right there? See how it came into the field of view, made a sweeping left-hand turn, as you're going to see here in super slow motion right there, that object. They say that was a comet. However, it doesn't have a tail like the other comet we just saw prior to this thing entering the field of view, whatever it may have been. Here it is again in super slow motion. See how it makes a large sweeping left-hand turn around the backside of the sun and disappears. Definitely something that...
Yo. He sound like he got a phone call. You know? The way he did that 90-degree turn, I'm gonna let it play, and I'm taking his volume off. But the way he did that turn, he came out and did that turn, like he got a phone call. Shit, I forgot something. You know, when we rushing out trying to get somewhere, and we're like, shit, we forgot something. We just made a U-turn in the middle of the street. Turn this thing back around. Man, shit, forgot something. Did that look like a war? Did it look like a war? All right, no, man, fuck it. It's a war. Forget it. All right, we're going to move right along. Here we go right here.
I also have a couple of photos that look like a giant V in the sky, and you're going to see a very clear...
Paul, first of all, clouds don't do this. You see this dark point, aerodynamic point, and then a sharp hair, like a V. Clouds don't do that, but granted, cool, we're going to let this play.
in the nighttime sky. It's undeniable. There's no other way to describe what you're about to see in this video than a giant V moving through the sky. This photo here, sent by Laura Bennett, almost looks like a large V-shaped craft in the daytime sky, kind of tucked in behind the clouds. You can see it just looks out of place, doesn't look like the rest of the clouds in the daytime sky. Very obvious dark feature in the sky that looks like a giant V-shaped craft. Okay, now to the infrared camera video. This is really neat. I don't think I've ever seen one like this. Video sent in by Honky Pete. Not sure of the location.
Pause. Remember I told what he said. Infrared. I told you your infrared cameras pick them up only when they want to be seen. Just so that you know that.
But this is what he shared with me. He was filming the nighttime sky with an infrared camera, and this is what he captured in his video. The video was much longer than what I'm sharing with you guys. I just kind of trimmed it down for presentation purposes because there were some random things like birds and I think an airplane that went through the field of view, and they were easily identifiable. What you're about to see over here in the upper left-hand corner is also very easily identifiable. But it is highly unusual, very rare. You don't normally see things like that flying through the sky. And that was under the cover of darkness, a big V craft. And it wasn't alone. There was another craft. It didn't appear to be V-shaped that was following it just slightly above and behind the very large V-shaped craft. Here I zoom in, and there's no mistaking this thing. It is a classic, what looks like a giant V-shaped craft, and then there's an object right up there. See it? Kind of hiding behind the clouds that didn't necessarily look like it was V-shaped, but it was definitely traveling at about the same speed and appeared to be traveling with the jumbo V-shaped craft that again was captured by Honky Pete. And here it is in a slightly modified format. I didn't do a whole lot of modification.
My father. No need to go any further. I knew they were going to throw a commercial. That's fine. That's fine. Again, like I told y'all, we don't travel alone. And do that look like that's a war in the heavens to you? I'm just confused. I'm just asking questions. Do that look like a war is going on in the heavens to you? They look like they are cruising. They are moving according to schedule. Nobody is throwing off their schedule. Nobody is stopping them from performing any of the acts that they want to perform. They are doing whatever they want to do as they are preparing for the great alignment. That's what they're doing. There is no war up there. The war is right here on earth for your fucking mind. That's what it is. And you keep on believing that shit. It was a war. These people were shooting. It was like the aliens out there, they fighting each other. No, they not. And then you're going to say, oh, they're going to project. Let me explain something to you. After chains, whips, and experimentation, and some of the most horrific genocidal abuse that was done to us, if you fucking really believe that black people are going to fold up because they project some stupid ass hologram in the fucking sky, let me explain something to you. It's a physical nigga that's going to have to come out of there to sue up to our fucking face for us to fold and do whatever y'all want us to do. You better believe that. You done lost your mind. That's why people are so small-minded. Oh, they're going to project something. And you're going to fall for that? Nigga, they got to come out and land and tear some shit up in order for me to say, okay, these niggas is for real. You feel what I'm saying? You're not going to sit here and project something in the sky and all of a sudden, I'm just folded. That ain't happening. Because let me tell you something. They don't control the sky, nor do they control the water. Y'all better remember that. They don't control the sky, and nor do they control the water. And they really don't control the land. We just gave them illusion to make them believe that they are controlling the land. This is why they running around with a chicken, like a chicken with their head cut off, because they don't know what direction to go into. See, they don't know what direction to go into. Hold on, I got one more video that I want to play before I go to my commercial, and I want to take calls. I got one more video I want to play. Shout out to my man Orion, bang, bang. Shout out to my man Orion, bang, bang. Is this it?
If you're feeling a little bit funky, this is what.
Shout out to my man Orion, bang, bang. Hold up.
that video. And where is my man Orion? Oh, hold up. Let me hold up. I gotta holler at my man Orion. He played a video for me earlier. Posted a video for me earlier. So when people be talking about Kala, that fear mongering, this, that, and the third, okay, not a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and let you do. I'm gonna let y'all. I done told y'all, I done gave y'all as much of the blueprint as I possibly can in trying to. Here we go, right here. I done gave y'all as much of the blueprint as I possibly can to tell y'all that we forgot slavery. This is how arrogant we really let me just say, let me minimize my screen real fast. We have forgotten slavery. Very much so. And you know what? We don't even, first of all, let's just say this. We have forgotten how divine and amazing and powerful we are. That's one thing that we have forgotten. But we have forgotten slavery. We really did. So when I tell you that the Asian race enslaved you for 400 years or whatever solar cycle it was, that's what happened to us. And the Arab race, and you don't understand that something so tragic had to take place with you that they had to keep partial of they had to keep 90% of it as a secret. Nigga, you only getting 5% of the truth, if that. 5 to 10% of the truth. That's how tragic this is that took place with us. That you only getting 5 to 10% of the truth. That's it. And you think what's coming this way right now is not going to match slavery? Because slavery broke us from us being cosmic beings to humans. This darkness that we all are going to be under, but we all are not going to experience the same thing under darkness. This darkness is going to change you from a fucking human to an angelic, benevolent being, or you will stay human and you will get it over and you will do it the fuck over again. It's one another. What's coming right now? The collapse of the market. Hold on. Let me show you. No, that's not it. Where is it at? Hold on, people. I thought I had my screen up. I thought I had the screen up. All right, hold on. Give me one. Okay. All right, here we go. My bad. Let me show y'all something. I want y'all to listen to my brother Orion as he is speaking about this. I just want you to listen to him for 1 second. And I want you to think about, this is not fear mongering. I want you to think about when I just said to you how they only told you 5 to 10% through their slavery movies and their books about what really took place with us and how bad it was to get us from angelic cosmic beings to humans, and what's going to take us get back to cosmic beings. Now listen to this.
Source God, Orion TV, bang, bang, bang. More life, family, bliss up, abundance, and I don't know already. So yo, family, look at this. This is thousands of African troops marching to the border, family. And you know what's amazing about this? This is not Spain. It's not Europe. This is America, fam. They're marching like to the Texas border right here, family. A bunch of African immigrants now. You see me? Hey, you see how it's going down? The same thing in every single country. How the fuck did these niggas get all the way from Africa to here? And how do they know where the fuck to go? Family, they're going straight to the border, and these niggas are getting in. There's videos of these cats with paperwork, written down instructions telling them where the fuck to go. I am not kidding you. And look how healthy these niggas are. They are healthy. These niggas are fit young men of fighting age. Do you see a single female marching in these platoons? because that's what these are. These are military platoons. Once again, these are UN troops. Ain't nobody telling me nothing. They're headed straight to the borders, and the fucking U.S. Army is going to let these motherfuckers right in. I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, family, y'all gear up and get prepared for this World War Z. It has begun. Let's go. Bang, bang. Yeah.
You know, we see all these people coming across, mostly military-age men coming from China, from Africa, from all over the world. Most of them not even being vetted when they come in here. But here's what's really going to bother you. When these folks come across and they're processed, they're being given a cell phone, a plane ticket to wherever they want to go in this country, so probably to a community near you, and a $5,000 Visa card. So while this Christmas season, you're struggling to keep your lights on, while you're struggling to pay your rent, put Christmas presents under the tree for your kids, we have our government giving people that came into this country illegally $5,000 gift cards. That's the truth, folks. God bless.
Okay. All right. So, counsel, here's my personal plan for my future in America. If I decide to stay in this country, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Jamaica, get rid of all my legal paperwork, just get rid of them shit, fly to Mexico, cross the border, and come back and get rich. I'll get me a $5,000 Visa card. What the fuck? $5,000 and a plane ticket to where? What? Nigga, I'm balling. What the fuck am I wasting my time doing? I'm going home. I'm gonna become an illegal and come back. That shit'll be easier. Anyway, y'all stay up and stay blessed. You see what the fuck going on, right? Yeah, it's a change of guard. Yeah, man, they're kicking y'all niggas out your own shit. I can't see anything else happening. This shit crazy. Anyway, y'all stay up, stay blessed, and let's go. Bang, bang. Yo.
Bang, bang. So now, do y'all see that platoon coming in there? You see any women come in that motherfucking platoon? I'm just saying, $5,000 and a plane ticket wherever you want to go, and they're encouraging you to go to where? New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, Florida, West Coast, huh? Even you can get they can come over here and get a gun license too. So now what you do with people that have been living in such a harsh conditions and did some of the harshest things and seen and witnessed some of the harshest things in order to get to the point to where they at right now. And then you collapse the money. And then you start all wars goes on where your military is stretched thin and they can't come in and really keep stable rest here in the United States. Right on the motherfucking wall. Y'all don't see it? Kalai's just making this all up. I'm just making this all. That's a platoon, baby. China, America, and we sit here. I'm listening to these social media platforms. Starseeds. The insectoids was fighting the Draconians. The wars going on up there. Meanwhile, Starseeds. Meanwhile, shit happening right now. Right now, to set this shit up to go. Pow. No food, no corner grocery store, no running water, no internet. They already telling you the internet gonna go down. I done put plenty of movies out that told you that it was gonna be China or Russia or Iran now. Huh? You don't know who gonna hit you with America. You done started beef with so many fucking people. It's Iran, Russia, North Korea, Palestinians now. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who you don't know who coming at China. You don't know who is it. You just know that you getting ready to get hit. That's it. You just know you getting ready to get hit. I can tell you for sure, all of those right there is a distraction from the sun that's really hitting all of them. That's really hitting all of them. And everyone on the planet capitulated to their slow death. Other races of people don't see how they're being set up for their demise. You don't even see it. From the day that you enslaved me was the day that you enslaved yourself. And the day that you wake up and continue to live off of psychological slavery is the day that you have signed you have sealed your fate to move directly into the dark ages. You have sealed your fate. Now I'm going to do another commercial. Abundance to everyone. You appreciate the content. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. You really appreciate support. You can grab a t-shirt. I am not black, some blood,
or you can Cash App. I greatly appreciate whatever you do. I greatly appreciate it. I don't get any money from social media at all, my people. I work for mine. So hold on, let me do this. I gotta do a commercial break, and then I'm gonna take some calls. Commercial break, and I'm gonna take some calls. Commercial break. Let me see, where is that? No, that's Invisible Matter. It's Invisible Matter. I gotta get my commercial break in. Let me see something here. Gotta get my commercial break, and then I'm gonna take some phone calls. Here we go. Understand something, I'm not saying anyone is in the chat that's doing this. But again, I understand how viruses work. I understand how people that don't have any creativity or have any life and have been living off other people's lives, no matter who you are, because our people at this particular time are living off of our people. We are capitalizing off of our own people's suffering, and we know this point blank and simple. Because let me tell you something, even when you study psychology, who created psychology? His name was William Wouhant and William James, I believe. Wilhelm Wouhant and James, I believe, is the person that created. Matter of fact, all you got to do is pull this shit up. Two men, William Wouhant, two men working in the. Hold on. All you got to do is pull this shit up for yourself, Kalai. Yeah. All you got to do is pull it up for yourself. Show the people, Kalai. Show the people. So when these people be talking about they got degrees and all this other bullshit, all that shit is manipulation, bro. I don't need no master's degree when I'm a master. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. I'm a master already. I master myself. Two men working in the 19th centuries are generally credited as being the founders of psychology as a science, as academic discipline that was distant from philosophy. Excuse me. Their names were Wilhelm Wouhant and William James. That's what it is. Two people studying your brain and fucking you up and understanding how it works, period. And now you got people talking about, well, I'm a psychologist and shit. I understand people behaviors, this, that, and the third. All you're doing is further manipulating our brothers and sisters. That's all the fuck you're doing. Because if the truth was to come out, you wouldn't have a dime in your pocket. For real. Because you know why? You would have money, but you wouldn't have the. It's a luxury that we're living off on our people. Just understand that. It's a luxury. See what I'm saying? It's a luxury. Once you get addicted, and they know that, once you get addicted to a certain lifestyle, you're not going to go back. You're not going to be like, oh shit, let's talk about this, because you can go in any hospital. I have done it plenty of times, and not one geneticist or biologist or physician has went against everything that I have stated. Not one of them. So you're telling the truth, and we know it. We just don't speak about it. You know why? Because it can't. Because they can't. So, all right, hold up. Let me get my commercial break. Here we go. Viruses versus bacteria. Viruses like those that causes the flu, a cold, or AIDS aren't made of cells. Although viruses make you sick just like bacteria do, that's not true. All bacteria doesn't do that. Viruses and bacteria are actually quite different. Viruses are simpler than bacteria and are made of just a few molecules. In fact, viruses have so few parts that they can't even grow and divide by themselves. So they're not considered to be alive. Viruses can only reproduce if they take over a whole cell and steal its energy and materials. So the only way that you can live, the only way that you can get your ignorant points across is that I have to feed into you, and now you took over me. Other than that, you don't make any sense. You don't have a point, because you know why? Because it's all about your personal feelings. And this is not about personal feelings. This is about organic versus inorganic. So now I'm going to open up the phone lines, my brothers and sisters. Bear with me for 1 second. Let me connect this. I'm going to open up the phone lines. I'm going to take some phone calls. I ask that you be respectful. I ask that everybody be respectful. I ask that you be respectful. I don't want no beef. I don't want no trouble. If you have anything against what I'm stating that happened, that when I was that what I was talking about. Dang. Okay. Give me 1 second. Answer the phone call.
Call from
Peace, appreciation, and value. Live with Kalai. State your name, city, and state where you calling from.
Yo, peace, Kalai. My name is
My name is Rob.
What's up, Rob? How you doing?
I'm calling from New York.
Abundance to you, my brother.
I'm calling from Brooklyn. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? And listen to me, God. I'm real proud of what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? And I can't really say too much on here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I really can't say too much on here. But, you know what I'm saying? I am that I am. You know what I'm saying? I am what I just told you my name was. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to get in contact with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say too much on here at all. That's all I'm allowed to say right now. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm allowed to say. You know what I'm saying? Just to put my presence up front. You know what I'm saying? You don't move in any fear, especially this time we're in right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Respect, my brother.
But,
Respect.
I do want to get in contact with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can just see my face. You know what I'm saying? So I can just send you my love. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I tell you what, then you can call.
You know?
Yeah, you can call. Like, you can call his phone. You can call the same number that you dialed. You can call his number tomorrow, and then we can chop. We can chop it up. Call me in the middle of the day tomorrow. Yeah, call me in the middle of the day tomorrow. We can chop it up.
And like I said, we don't got to go too deep or none of that. You know what I'm saying? But I just want you to see my face, so you can see who's walking around this motherfucker.
No doubt.
So you can really see this shit is over with.
No doubt, my brother. Respect to you. Respect to you. No doubt. I appreciate it.
Love my life, God.
Abundance to you.
Love you. You heard?
Value.
I
value and respect you even more, my brother.
All right. I'm gonna call you tomorrow. You heard?
No doubt. I'll be waiting on your call.
All right.
Peace.
10%. Call ended.
All right, bro.
Call from 33677.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me make sure I add this to the Bose speaker. Hello? Hello?
Oh, you picked up the phone?
Yeah, hold on. Hey, I'm here, bro. Hold on. Let me make sure I got you.
Call from.
Can you hear me?
Plus 1803
Hold on.
687
Hold and accept
2709.
and call. All right. Hello? Hello? Hold on. You got me, bro? Hold on. And he hung up. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, abundance to you, my brother. Can you hear me? Give me 1 second. Let me put you on Bluetooth.
Okay.
All right. Why is it not connecting? I don't know why it's not. All right, let me just put you right here. Hello?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
all right. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Galaxy S23 Ultra disconnected.
Hey, I kind of wanted to talk to you about a personal matter, man. Something that I want you to study up on, and maybe
Connected to Motorola 15GUW and Galaxy S23
Bear me,
Ultra.
bro. I don't know what's
Call
going
from
on. Like, I
plus
don't.
131.
Bear me. Bear me for 1 second, bro. I'm trying to figure out what's up with this phone. Damn, they hung a phone up. Yo, this. Hello? Man, my bad. Yo, people that are calling in, man, I don't know what's going on with my phone. Like, this shit is crazy. Hold and accept.
687. Call from
Brian.
All right, I got you. Hold on, Brian. All right, Brian, you got to stay on hold for 1 second. All right, let me see. All right, hello?
Yes, sir.
All right, abundance and gratitude to you, my brother. What's on your soul?
Abundance.
What's on your soul?
Shit, you said, I'm sorry.
What's on your soul, brother?
Oh, no, man. I just wanted to talk about with you for a minute, man. Appreciate all the info y'all you've been giving us with the genetics, biology, and DNA, man. Keep doing your thing, man. You know, Detroit got you, man. Hopefully, see you out here soon. I'll catch you in Philly one day, man.
No doubt, my brother. I greatly appreciate that. I'm definitely gonna slide out to Detroit. Yeah. Tiffany out there. I'm gonna definitely slide out there. My sister out there.
Much love out here, man.
No doubt, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Respect. Peace, appreciation, and value. You live with Kala. State your name, city, and state. Where you calling from?
Well, my name is Brian. I'm calling you out of South Carolina.
What's up, my brother?
What's going on, man? Well, I kind of wanted to talk to you about a personal matter, man. Something I learned from you. I've been watching you for a good bit, man, and I've been learning a lot from you. And I kind of wanted to touch on something you said earlier about, and that's also something that I had learned for myself about neuromelanin being part of the magnetic field.
Yes.
And it also can control the electrical magnetic fields because I currently have a neurotransmitter put inside me, a pacemaker.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So basically, I've been having these. I'm not even gonna call it spiritual things happening, but I'm gonna say that they're physical things. Because I had got exposed to some black mold, right?
Right.
And the black mold was causing it. What happened was I really had an allergic reaction to the black mold, and it caused my thyroid to basically overreact, and basically I wasn't getting enough oxygen to the brain. So basically, I would have a neurological problems, and so yes, I do see neurologists and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and they try to diagnose epilepsy with seizures, but they never seen seizures on my brain. They tried to diagnose me with seizures, but they never seen seizures on my brain, and they never told me this. And this was back in 2017 when all this started.
Mm-hmm.
So then once I started doing my research and stuff like that, I started reading up on the thyroid because my throat had got swollen and stuff like that, and they wasn't giving me no antibiotics or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
The cure, only thing they told me was the basically gargle your mouth out with warm salt water, and they just sent me on my way, and then they tried to give me some
Call
pain
from
medication.
+1916 214 9845.
But the ibuprofen wasn't helping or nothing like that. So what I did was I started eating alkaline diet, but the alkaline diet that I was on a high. It was kind of like a high green, like chlorophyll diet, magnesium diet. I was eating stir fried kale and spinach and like cauliflower, zucchini. I was stir frying it though. I wasn't steaming it or nothing like that. And I was eating avocados with it. I was taking spirulina and my chlorophyll with it, and I stopped taking showers. And the only thing I was doing, I was taking baths to help out with my skin. I was taking baths of apple cider vinegar and baking soda baths, and I was taking black charcoal baths.
Mm-hmm.
So that was on. So then next thing you know, I was working out. I'm working outside. Because I push buggies I'm a cart pusher at Walmart and stuff like that. So what happened was my hair started turning gold. In the sun, and next thing you know, I started seeing light bulbs and stuff busting around me, and I started seeing these green-looking orbs, like how you said in one of your videos, like the Transformers, how they came out the sky.
Mm-hmm.
I started these green orbs falling behind the building, like coming out the sky, and they was like falling, like coming, like going inside the ground and stuff like that, and So this is what I wanted to call you about, because this right here, I ain't really started doing this until they placed this pacemaker in me, and it's also it's like connected to a Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
It's connected to a Wi-Fi because they're keeping track of my heart and stuff like this. So I wanted you to kind of do some research yourself about this neurotransmitter and how it affects the electrical and magnetic fields. Because the doctor also told me, my cardiologist told me, like, I don't supposed to be around cell phones or microwaves or nothing like that because it could mess with the electrical and magnetic fields in it. But by me being a neuromelanin being and stuff like that, I think what it did, it increased the neurons to my brain because, see, I used to ride my bike to work and stuff like that because they took my license because of, the seizure-like activities. So I used to ride a bike to work in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm eating healthy. I'm doing something different with my body. So next thing you know, I'm starting to feel all this static electricity around me. And all this stuff started.
Let me ask you.
I'm starting to look at the sun I'm starting to look at the sun. Even while I'm working at Walmart, I'm looking at the sun for hours and hours while I'm working. And it's not affecting my eyes. It could be 100 degrees outside and I'm looking at the sun and stuff like that. But one day I was looking at the sun. I was riding my bike looking at the sun. I just happened to see something shot through the middle of the sun. I mean, I ain't gonna say something, but it was our brothers and sisters. But I've seen it clear as day with my naked eye, and it was like a white orb. It just shot through the middle of the sun. And I remember one time you had did a video about the red, white, and blue ships, the red, white, and blue lights on the ships and stuff like that. I seen one of those, and it was basically, no lie, man, it was sitting right on top of a building, and I was the only one that could see it. I was the only one that could see it. I don't know if it's because my radiation was so high or whatnot, but I was the only one that could see this ship because I stay in an apartment complex. I was the only one that could see this ship. And then next thing you know, 2 weeks later, you did a video about the red, white, and blue lights that our brothers had on their ships, and I seen this exact same thing. It was the size. It was the size of maybe probably like a Dollar General building or something like that. It was it wasn't small or nothing like that. It was big size, and it was sitting right on top of the apartment building. But I was the only one that could see it, And then another thing I want to touch up on.
Well, hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. Because listen, I want to give everybody a significant amount of time, brother. So I want to give everybody a chance to talk. Now, hold on. The one thing that I will say to you is that you feel as though that the pacemaker has sent more neurons or stronger communication regarding your neurons. Let me say this to you. Let me ask you a question. What's your diet like? What do you eat?
Well, the only thing I eat is stir-fried greens.
Yeah, I'm talking about before that. I'm talking about before you started eating that, because you started eating that as a result of what took place with you physically, right?
Well. I mean, what happened? I mean, I was eating meat, and I was
right. So again, right. So that stuff right there causes ischemia, and bread, pasta, and all that stuff right there causes what you call amyloid beta, a plaque that builds up inside of the brain. And these are the things, those are the effects of what you would call what you have, the seizures or a blockage in the brain, and things when you start having neurological issues. So you have a pacemaker in your heart because you had cardio issue problems.
I never really had cardio. I mean, I always been healthy. Like I say, I had an allergic reaction with the black mold, and it caused my thyroid to swell up. See, the doctors ain't tell me this though. Right. They ain't want me to find out my thyroid. But my thyroid, like the right side of my thyroid was swelling up, and basically I wasn't getting enough oxygen to my heart.
Right.
And then, and plus I was smoking weed and all that too. But I stopped doing all that. And I wasn't getting enough oxygen going to the brain, and wasn't getting enough oxygen to my heart. But once I stopped all of that, I started reading up on stuff, and I mean, it started working. Like everything just started working. I started seeing my body changing instantly, like my bowel movement.
Okay.
my thinking.
I got you, brother. I got you, my brother. I'm glad. Hold on. Well, I'm glad that everything started working out for you, and I greatly appreciate the call that you called in. But I want to go ahead and let other people get in and get a chance to talk. Okay.
Yeah. I just want you to look up this information whenever you get a chance about the neurotransmitter and what and the effect that it has on the neuromelanin with the electrical and magnetic field.
We absorb. I just spoke about the black body energy. So we absorb all energetic frequencies. We absorb all energetic frequency. So with that pacemaker, yes, you absorb that energy. Now, what it's doing for you as a benefit, I couldn't tell you that. You know, I wouldn't be able to tell you that it's a benefit, because to me, pacemaker is actually saying that the centriole inside of the it says that your heart is not able to it's not able to.
What the pacemaker is made out of, if you look at an argon, what an argon is created out of titanium, copper, and it's got magnets in it. That's the same thing a pacemaker is made out of.
Right.
From my, so basically they put an argon inside of my chest, and basically I'm eating this diet, and it's like it's kicking in the neurons, and I'm working outside getting this sun. It's kind of like it's messing with the electrical and magnetic fields. Cause like I say, man, like light bulbs and stuff, it started like flickering and busting around me. Like, I wasn't even trying to do it, but it's just like once my body get at a certain point, how when you talking sometimes,
right.
Kind of speaking.
No, I got what you're saying, bro. Yeah, I got what you said, brother. Listen, I appreciate the call. I do want to get somebody else on here, okay? All right, thanks a lot, brother. All right, my brother. You have an amazing evening.
All right, you too, man.
All right, peace. All right. My bad, people. I want people to get their full thought out, you know what I mean? Because like I want people to be able to express themselves. So I know people was calling in, but I wanted him to fully get his expression out, because it, that meant something to him. So I don't overlook anyone. So I strongly apologize. But again, that was important, and he wanted to get that out. And I don't know the significance or what that pacemaker is continuing to do, is working for him instead of him working for himself. I need you to cut me off in the background. Hello.
Hello, what's the word, brother?
Abundance to you, my brother. How are you? What's on your mind?
A whole lot. You already know we done talked a couple times before.
Uh-huh.
Now look, hey, I'm glad a lot of stuff you talked about in the past. You see Netflix is not playing no games, showing everything.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of you stuff you be talking about, with the sun, you can see all the evidence there right now, because you got all these billionaires trying to get up out of here. When at first, they were trying to, trying to break through wherever you're trying to go. So I don't know where you're trying to go, because you weren't going nowhere in the first place.
Exactly.
Y'all got to deal with everything you did towards her. Once
Yep.
you deal with that, we'll figure out where you go after that. But a lot of stuff you were saying with that, and then like a lot of stuff with them attacking the kids. Now I'm just now starting to see like people starting to fight back. Over in the UK, we got a sister fight back with them trying to attack the kids and all this.
Yes.
Man, these people know what's coming. They cannot run and hide from none of this. That sun has been turning them up. Now, collapse. There's people right here of other races, not our races. Now they say, are you guys affected by the sun? Are you guys have no, we're not having these respiratory problems. You knew it was you. You knew it was coming, and y'all try to be in denial, and y'all want to be delusional about everything. But like you said, now everything is coming to the front.
That's right.
You can't hide no more lying, none of that. What you should have did was just left the children, especially left us alone and our children alone.
Come on.
Like you said, our advancement, our technology, everything would have been way advanced if these people would have left us alone. So when I was doing research, I said, wait a minute, that's why y'all lied about a lot of stuff in the United States on who we really is. You said we came from Africa, and like you said, now we got Africans coming in and everybody else. Now we know why y'all took out all the buffaloes, because you want to take away our main, a lot of our food source. Like I said, I know we're not supposed to be eating meat, but they know when they came over here, they took that out to take out a lot of our people. They know the buffalo was the main source.
Mm-hmm.
But that's before we got, like you said, before we got lowered down on our operation, and that's why I tell a lot of people like now what's going on, like quit following these people. Do not follow their ideology. Do not follow their ways, man. You see where they're going right now. They actually going against all of them are going against each other right now.
Yep.
I've never seen nothing like this.
Yep.
I've never seen this is unprecedented to even see them doing this to each other. So
yep.
Now
your phone breaking up, brother. Your phone broke up. Big time.
Can you
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So now they're the job like, oh, we're all together. I said, no. Now y'all seeing what they're doing to you. Now you want to act like you with us, but come on now, we know the truth.
Exactly.
And I have none against no other race. I have friends of other races, but Kalai, I've been following you for over 5 seasons. Listen, they listen to you. They don't get mad because they know the truth. How are you gonna get mad at the truth? You cannot get mad at the truth. Now I understand what your mother, your grandmother, your I know what they taught y'all. But all that stuff was wrong and false. They taught y'all supposed to hunt. You ain't supposed to be on here killing nothing. But
thank you. Thank you, brother. They ain't supposed to be killed. We ain't supposed to kill nothing, man. They really think we supposed to be hunting. That's no.
That's no. But I just wanted to highlight to my brother, hey, look, keep doing your thing. I'm glad you're back on here. Hey, trust me, you've been well missed by a lot of people. And listen, when I spread your words to a lot of people, and I tell them, I said, listen, y'all don't have to listen to him. Just do your own. He gonna tell you, do your own research. But the constant distance these people have, even when they see it in their face, they don't want to do it so they see it on the news.
Yup.
Kalai, they have said multiple things that you said on the news after you've been said that years ago. They put out movies, stuff you can explain now that you said years ago. So they wait till they see that. All right, well, maybe he knew he was on to something. No, he was trying to tell you, do your own homework and research.
That's it. Abundance to you, my brother. Thank you so much, my brother.
You already know. Look, I ain't gonna stay here too long. You know, I'm gonna give everybody else a chance. You already know it's love, my brother.
No doubt, my brother. Same here. Respect and value and appreciation, brother.
Peace and abundance.
Peace. So listen, my people. I got something right here on the screen that we can look at all together, right? And this is when I be talking about. Oh man. Let me hold on. Now I'm gonna ask y'all something. I really want to go get the brain out my car. The brain is right there. My car is right in front of the door. Do you want me to? I can go get it, and then I can show you as I'm talking about this amygdala, or I can just talk about the amygdala. So you tell me what you want me to do. I can go get the brain. I'm gonna still take some calls, people. I'm gonna still take some calls. Just bear with me. I can go get it. All right, go get it. Sorry, let's see. Bear with me for 1 sec. All right, cool. This is what I'm gonna do then. Commercial break real fast. I'll do my little commercial break and put this on because I want to describe this. I want to describe this. I apologize because I meant to have it in the house and it's right in front of the car. It's right. I'm gonna take the call. So y'all calling in that 609 number. I see you calling. I got you. Just bear with me because I want to address this amygdala right here. That if people, it was up on the screen. So if you was reading it, you already know where I'm going at with it. So just bear with me. I just want to I want to do this. Bear with me. I see y'all calling in. I got you. Just bear with me for 1 second. All right. For my star seeds out here. For my star seeds out there. Commercial break real quick. For my star seeds. Here we go. It's my brother Duke. That's my good brother Duke right here with this soundtrack right here. So let me just bring something up while I go get this brain out the car.
Star seeds. Progression music. We are the right. We are the right ones. We are the light. We are the bright ones. Ain't no other way to see it, yeah. We are the right. We are the right ones. We are the light. We are the bright ones. Ain't no other way to see it, No other way but run away. Gotta stand like a man with a gun away. Got a mic in my hand, got a lot to say. This life we live is a game, let's play. Progress we making, no money, no hating, just waiting with patience. I gotta get back to the grind. Time is money, gotta get more time. Only if I seek, then maybe I'll find. Can't be hard if I stay in line. Come from the sun, I always shine. Appreciate me, appreciate my mind. Made with love, I love my design. So divine, so inclined. Right. Treat me like I treat you. Play fair, play cool. Stay real like a rare jewel. That's me. Ain't no other way to see it, yeah. We are the right. We are the right ones. We are the light. We are the bright ones. Ain't no other way to see it, yeah. Progression music. Yeah, we are the right. We are the right ones. We are the light. We are the bright ones. Ain't no other way to see it, yeah. Star seeds, reason why the sun shine. Love you, thank you, grateful for a lifetime. You are the light, you are the bright ones. I know I'm right, that's no surprise. On vibing with your vibes, frequency on high. Every day feel like July, feel so real you wanna cry. Wanna live, not to die, look inside, not the sky. A reminder like collide, but it's Mr. Progress. Each one, reach one, everybody needs one. Someone hold you down, they don't need a reason. It's the life we should be living. Gotta get right, get out this prison. We are the right, we are the right ones. We are the light, we are the bright ones. Ain't no other way to see it, yeah. Progression music. Yeah, we are the right, we are the right ones. We are the light, we are the bright ones. Ain't no other way to see it, yeah.
Abundance. Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man Duke, man. Sheesh. It's that fire right there. Really. Okay. We are the right. We are the bright one. There's no other way then. Appreciate your patience, my people. Appreciate your patience. Thank you very much for everybody that's being patient. Appreciate your patience. Appreciate you. Now, let me get on over here. All right. Don't worry, 609. I got you. Bear with me. I want to get through this. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm going to answer this, but you're going to let me get through this. So I'm just going to tell you. Abundance and gratitude. You live with Kala. State your name, city, and state where you calling from.
Peace, brother. My name is Doc Khan. Well, that's my new handle for YouTube. I've had several channels doing exactly what you're doing on YouTube. As soon as I get enough subscribers, they always take me down. I'm on my third YouTube channel now, and I was actually a call-in on one of your shows that you had with you and Riz a few years back. I've been listening to you a long time, and we agree on many points. And what I wanted to talk to you about is something you said in one of your videos. I try to follow you on Instagram, but I'm not too savvy with Instagram. I'm 55 years old. I'm in Trenton, New Jersey, about 45 minutes away from you. And I just wanted to tell you tonight, I was watching a movie called Reddit. It's with Vin Diesel.
Right.
And it was about how these people came and they took over this planet in one night.
Right.
And they all had to be converted. And the speaker who was speaking for the leader, he came out and he said, this has been an unguided mistake. All these different races and all these different colors and creeds, somebody put this into effect a long time ago, and we are here to correct this mistake. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring everybody under this new order of this new, leader who has, beaten their whole world defense force in one night. That we once fought as feebly as you. And now you're going to have a chance to join up with us. And so one guy, he stood up, he said, we will not betray our faith. We're a nation of many races and many religions and many colors and many creeds. And the guy walked up to him, he said, now take your soul.
Right.
And he snatched his soul out of his body. You remember it?
I remember that.
Yeah, but what the guy said, he was called the purifier, and what he said was so in line with what you're trying to say, because we all know if we go back 6,000 years ago, there's no such thing as a white man.
Right.
Okay, so they have history that has been rewritten, and this is the reason why they set up 200 years of anti-literacy laws. So even if you got caught reading to a black person, you would be killed.
Yep.
So basically, they rewrote the history, they rewrote the laws, and they took books out of their religion to make it not make sense, and just to keep you under control.
Yep.
But it's not what our ancestors had. Our ancestors didn't have what you call so-called organized religion. We lived according to Mud Netter, which they call Mother Nature, and we know how to manipulate the elements.
Correct.
And we lived according to the harmony of nature. So I just wanted to tell you that I agree with a lot of things that you're saying, brother, and I want you to keep up the good work. I've been following you for a long time. Tell Riz I said peace. And, I just have a tremendous amount of respect for you. And I've been doing the same thing ever since about 2009. And I saw something in 2011, and I called up universities. The crescent of the moon was on the bottom. And I called up universities, and I called up any university that had a program. And one guy said, "Are you recording me?" I said, "No, I'm not recording you." He said, "Well, yeah, there is something amiss." Well, I said, "Well, just answer me one question. Did the earth move down, or did the moon move up?" I said, "Because when I went to school, we only learned about waxing and waning. We didn't learn anything about the crescent being on the bottom." So he was so shocked. He said, "I cannot let you speak to the professor right now." And I could hear somebody talking to him in the background. And, basically he was saying, "No, don't put me on the phone with that dude,
Right.
And he said, "I can't let you speak to the professor right now. But," he said, "I just want you to know that smarter people than you are working on this. And I can't explain to you what the cause of it is, but you're absolutely right, and you're not the first person to notice it.
Right.
And you have a nice night." And he hung up on me.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah. I've heard people saying that the Hebrew Israelites were on the corner, and a white man walked up to him, and he said, "Listen, when we came into power, we didn't treat your kind so nicely, and we didn't respect your race." He said, "So I just want you to know that when you come to power, I just want you to be, if you can find it in your heart to be a little bit more kinder to us than we were to you. That's all I'm asking." So they know what's going on.
Come on, brother. Yes.
And they just can't come out and admit it. And some people are coming on my channels, my TikTok channels, and other channels where I'm providing proof, brother. I don't speak anything. I do like you do. I do my research. I come to my opinion based on my research, and then I provide the receipts.
Thank you.
And when they come on my channel, brother, they don't come with no knowledge. They do me just like they do you. They hit me with racism, hatred, and everything like that. And I said, I didn't say anything about what I want to have done to you. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. And it's not going to happen from me.
Come on.
But the point is that these people are so afraid right now, they don't know which direction it's coming from.
Absolutely.
I just saw a video not even 15 minutes ago where they got over 4,000 African men crossing the border right now.
Yeah.
If you can't see this is a setup for America to go down, and we're not coming out to those rural areas where you wouldn't let us live and help you. Don't think we're coming out there and help you. Because you redlined us from coming out there and living out there with you. So when these foreigners come into your neighborhood and start snatching you out of your house, don't look at us. We fought for America, and we got nothing back for it.
Thank you.
So don't look at us to help defend you, because we're on our own. We're going to be on our own just the way you put us on our own. We got our own communities that we're going to have to defend, and That's why I sent you a message and I told you to heal fast, brother, because it's right around the corner. And I wish you, I'm sending positive energies towards you, and I want you to heal quickly, and and I want you to be on the, be on the line when this thing goes down.
Definitely, my brother. Thank you so much for all that positive energy, bro. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you.
All right. Peace, brother.
Peace, my brother. Have a great one. Facts, bro. A lot of us don't want to face the facts of what's happening, but it's the truth. And it's like, once you do your research, I don't come from a personal feelings. This is an opinion based on the research that I've done. See, everything that I read to you today, it ain't like you can sit there and say, well, I'm making it up. I read it to you, and it's clear as day, matches what I'm stating. So again, I want to do this last part right here, and then I'm going to take a few more phone calls right here. The amygdala. So when we look at the amygdala, my people, this is they're talking about the. I got this brain upside down. Let me see. Let me look over here. As long as I can see over here. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. Man. Let me see. All right, cool. Y'all can see it. So when you're looking at the amygdala, I have the brain upside down. So the back of the brain right here, matter of fact, let me do it this way. So the back of the brain right here, this is what you call your cerebellum. This is your miniature brain. And underneath your cerebellum is what you would call your hippocampus. And on the inside, where this stem is at, just like a root of a plant, just like the root of a plant. This is where you get, this is where I'll tell you, this is the tree of life. Just like the root of the plant, you have a stem, a stock. This is what this is. And this stock right here is what you would call in front is your amygdala. And you have your frontal or orbital frontal cortex of your amygdala. Now, there are three things that I have questions when it comes to dealing with other races of people. When you have multiple genetic information of species, so you have 90%, 99% monkey, 20% fruit fly, mouse, wolf, zebrafish, so forth and so on. You don't know what your brain, the genetic information, what is your brain formulating into? You see what I'm saying to you? This is why your genealogy is connected to your psychological state. So when we look at other races of people and you see that they cannot comprehend the violence that their bloodline has done to create a psychological state or a system that's beneficial to them that continues to destroy us. When you see that they can't even comprehend that they're living off of a lie, God, fruits and vegetables come from the earth. No one is making that. That's all made up. There is no food shortage. The overpopulation is overpopulated with inorganic species, not us. So first and foremost, so here's the thing. I'm going to talk about the amygdala right here. I'm going to speak about the amygdala on the paper that I'm talking about. But as I go forward, right, this is what I also want to speak about. You have what you call, this is your frontal lobe right here. Big part right here. This is your frontal lobe. Your prefrontal cortex is down here where your amygdala at. So, and then you have your frontal lobe right here. So the question that I have for neurologists and geneticists and biologists, now, I understand that your brain does not completely form. Now, mind you, I never did an autopsy on it, but so you can sit there and argue me, no, that's not true. But I understand based on your actions that your brain literally don't fully develop. Now, with that being said, this is where you have what you call sulcus. The gyra is the ridges that you see on top of this brain right here. The gyra. Let me turn that light off. Is that better? Let me see something. The gyra is the ridges. That's a little bit better. The gyra is the ridges that you feel like the lumps. And the sulcus is the sinking part that separates, that keep the separation. So I had to ask a neurologist, right? Because I don't believe that this is naturally for organic people of the planet. I don't believe we develop sulcus, whereas though your brain, you have separations in your brain. Now,
you have what you call fibers. You have hair, and then inside of your body you have what you call fibers, of trillions of fibers. You have fibers on your brain here, follicles. So, and fibers allow the electrical current to flow throughout your neurons, communicating your dendrites, your synapses. All of this right here is communicating, and fibers allow that to happen. So why is it that we develop sulcus between our occipital lobe back here, our somatic sensory cortex, and our frontal lobe? Why is this right here completely separated from this? Now, hold up. All of this is in one area. So when you pull in information through your eyes, your ear, cranial nerves, central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, when you pull information in from that, it's now computing through your brain. Why is it that when we compute information sometimes through our brain, and you look out here on the street, you be like, these niggas is crazy, just started shooting each other over a parking spot? Because the sulcus have developed so deeply inside of the brain that keeping these parts from connecting to each other. All right, here we go. What's easier? If you was in a room with someone, what is easier? You actually talking to them a distance from each other, or actually sitting right close and you like, listen, this is how things are going on? That's a much easier, because the more you raise your tone, the more energy you have to use, the more you have to exert. So if someone is closer to you and right there next to you, less energy that you have to use. So why do we have what you call sulcus that is separating us from making high cognitive decisions? And the reason why for us is because of the ischemia that's taking place, that is blocking the oxygenated rich blood to grow your frontal lobe. Now, your brain grows just like a tree. It's called phrenology. Your brain grows just like a tree. Now, the reason why a lot of our frontal lobes are not growing properly, because one, the foods that we are eating and the trauma that we are having and experiencing. And most of the trauma that we are having and experiencing is keeping us right here. Let me turn this upside down. The bottom part of our cerebellum, and more importantly, this part right here deals with very little motor skills. Walking, talking, fucking running, jogging. This is what this does. Sitting, standing upright. This is what this does. This doesn't do with high cognitive skills at all. So just think about what we're doing. So, and right from this is, underneath this is the hippocampus, and you have your amygdala that's right in the front. And when you go through adverse situation and you are already releasing cortisol, high levels of cortisol in your body that keeps you in flight, fight, or freeze, you're pulling information from your smaller brain, and you're not pulling it from this portion of the brain. So when you see someone shooting, one of us shooting, acting crazy for no reason, angry, upset, out of our fucking minds, this because their frontal lobe is completely underdeveloped. So they don't have a way to defend themselves intellectually. The only way that they can defend themselves is through violence. See, this is it. Think about other races. The only way they can defend themselves is through violent acts. See, the way that they defend their lie that they are living is through violent acts and hatred and ostracizing you and trying to make you out to be crazy. Do everything. They would do everything. Kanye West, crazy, retarded, take his money away, all this other bullshit. But see, you got to be willing to let go. You have to say, listen, I'm ready to live like the elephants. When you say that and you really mean that from your heart, they know that they can't touch you at all. It ain't nothing I can do to them that's going to stop this individual from doing what they are doing, unless I literally kill them. And I cannot do that because he has to give me permission to do it. And he don't die in the first place. So it's a waste of time. Simple as that. So now let me get over here back to the thing, so that way I can further drive my point home. The amygdala, just in front of the hippocampus. Remember I told you where the hippocampus is at, and another memory structure that is primarily involved with emotional processing. Now listen to this. This is why they keep us down there. That's why they keep you. The amygdala, just in front of the hippocampus, like I told you, in another is another memory structure that is primarily involved with emotional processes. The amygdala interacts with an area of the front of the prefrontal cortex called the orbital frontal or the ventral prefrontal cortex. Ventral medial prefrontal cortex. My apologies, people. Hold on. To generate and process the major emotions of anger, happiness, disgust, surprise, sadness, and particular fear. Now, let me go over this one more time so that way you can hear what I'm saying to you and why this is so important to keep us stuck in this amygdala. So important to keep you stuck in your miniature brain. The amygdala, just in front of the hippocampus, is another memory structure that is primarily involved with emotional processing. The amygdala interacts with an area of the prefrontal cortex called the orbital frontal or the ventral medial prefrontal cortex to generate and process the major emotion of anger, happiness, disgust, surprise, sadness, and particularly fear. Now, listen to this shit here. This is from a neuroscience. A neuroscientist. People will have sustained damage to their amygdala, have reduced abilities to react to and avoid situations that induce fear. The amygdala and other structures of the limbic system interact with the part of the prefrontal cortex called the orbital frontal. This is called the medial and inferior. So when I just told you your cerebellum and your hippocampus is right here, and your amygdala, because this is the front of the brain, the amygdala sits in front of that. So now right underneath that, right up underneath all of this is what? Spinal cord. The spinal cord, 33 vertebrae. So when you have your 33-degree Masons, talk about we're 33-degree Masons. No, they're not. They're just telling you that they're controlling your mind, your education, your economic, your environment, the way you process life, the way you look at a clock, a calendar. Yes, this is what Mason, 33-degree Masons. They control what you think and how you operate on a day-to-day basis, and you think that they don't. Simple as that. Simple as that. Now, I appreciate everyone that was calling in. I appreciate the brothers, that's chimed in and shared their thoughts and their visions and their dreams. I thank y'all for joining this live this week, my brothers and sisters. I'm going to do this once a week. I'm going to get back on my live. I had to step off for a minute. Again, I told you I had a fractured tibia situation. Was a little situation that had occurred. Fractured tibia. I just got back into, getting back on my feet. But I'm definitely everything that's been going on. I've been keeping my ears to the street. And hold on for one more second, because I'm going to take this call, but I want to show y'all something else that they're keeping away from you. I'm going to take this call that's calling in. I want to show you one more thing that I meant to show y'all that they're keeping away from you that is a result of the sun. And I told y'all this once before, and nobody is, here you go right here.
What's going on in Ohio and in Massachusetts?
Outbreak of pneumonia. It reported hospitals overwhelmed with sick children. Classes on the verge of suspension, and a suspicion authorities were covering up the epidemic.
It's been the same thing that's going on in China. Denmark is affected, if not thousands, millions of kids. Started in China with the mycoplasma pneumonia that's targeted children.
Pause. Now, I want to say this to y'all real fast. I want y'all to listen to every place that he named that they are now talking about this respiratory issue, RSV. But now they're saying it's another virus. Understand this. If you look up ARS, acute radiation syndrome, when you have an overload of radiation at one time that your body is not ingesting properly. Here you go right here. CMEs, coronal mass ejections, right here. CMEs. Here you go. LASO, right here. Coming off of the sun, and you still see these two flashes right here. You see these two flashes pulsating on each side of the sun? I've been showing y'all this. What is this right here? Huh? So when you can't biosynthesize the sunlight and you're having problems with that, these are the residual effects right here. The youth is going to have problems, and the elders are going to have problems, and the middle class are going to deal with each other accordingly. Here we go.
For y'all who don't know, that is a side effect of the Pfizer COVID vaccine that's in a reaction pathway. So we got China, Ohio, Denmark, Massachusetts, Taiwan, Sweden, Netherlands, so many other places that this occurring at right now. This is a bacterial infection. This ain't a new virus or a new sickness. See, what happening is people going to the hospital and their immune system is suppressed. I wonder why. What the fuck had happened a couple years ago, 2020?
And your immune system is being suppressed by what? The radiation. You can think it's the jab. For us, it's our immune systems are being suppressed. But see, this was a hijacked suicide mission in the first place. You understand? No matter what, this was a suicide mission in the first place. Now, let me take this call real fast. Abundance and gratitude to you. State your name, city, and state, where you're calling from, and your thoughts.
Greetings, Khalad. This is Gloria. I'm calling from Columbus, Ohio.
Hello, Gloria. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing swell.
Good. The funny thing is, I was watching a news article earlier, and as soon as I watched that, I clicked on your live, and everything you was talking about, I was like, oh my gosh, this is hitting right home, and I'm so glad you're back. We missed you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm definitely back.
But some of the things you were talking about, I remember taking a biology class, and the instructor, she was telling us how she had to write a thesis paper, and she chose to write about fruit flies. And I just thought at the time, like, that's peculiar. Why would anybody want to write about that? But you're reminding us, you are getting it in us. So I'm so grateful. It's wild. I remember some other things she was telling us, how she wanted to name her daughter Mitochondria and call her Mito for short. and her daughter was born with a missing eye. And I'm like, all of this stuff you're talking about is just crazy, and it's just, my heart is beating, because it's like, just so glad that you're bringing this to light. I love biology.
Yes.
Yes. This is amazing.
Absolutely.
But the news article that I had watched earlier, they were talking about a FDA-approved treatment for sickle cell. And they were using the CRISPR, and I know you don't want to talk too much about that, but I just thought that was weird, because you was telling us how our genetics can be altered, and all I could think of was the Tuskegee experiment. They're just targeting us any way they can. You know, sickle cell affects mostly African Americans, so-called African Americans. So I just thought that was wild. As soon as I clicked off that video, I clicked on yours, and I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, this is amazing. But that's all. That's all I wanted to say. I just want to say thank you, and I'm glad you're back, and keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate your energy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have an amazing evening. Abundance, my people. Hold on. I got one last phone call. I got to get my brother John on here. My brother John got to come on here. He has some information. Me and him was talking earlier. And like, he want to address the children, and he wanted to say something to the children and women. And I really like now I want to tell y'all, like, as much as people over here be trying to cause division between brothers from Africa and brothers from America, bro, a lot of my friends are African. Yeah, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all have the slightest idea. A lot of my best friends that are African. My older brother that y'all seen me working out in the gym with, 60 years old. He would do anything for me. Best friend, African. Never had any type of issues, nothing whatsoever. It was about respect. See, the one thing about when you grow up with nature and you grow up with core values, you have morals and ethics. And there are certain lines that you're not going to cross. So I'm online right now, and I've introduced my brother John. He wanted to address the women and children about some of the things that he has seen and what is that he feels as though that's coming our way. So my brother John, there he is. He online.
Peace, family. I just want to say hi to the galactic brothers and sisters that listen to this live. I appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate Kala. Appreciate that you're back.
No doubt. Thank you.
Yes, but Peter Touch said, no matter where you come from, as long as you're a black man, you are African.
That's right.
That's what Peter Tosh said. So you can go listen to Peter Tosh. No matter where you come from, you can come from Germany, you can come from China. As long as you're a black man, you are African.
That's right.
So, but yeah, it's a lot going on, and I just want to say to my people, wake up, wake up, wake up before it's too late. Because the governor ain't going to tell you nothing. Your governor ain't going to tell you nothing. Your senator ain't going to tell you nothing. If you don't wake up, it'll be too late. And only people that are going to suffer are going to be the children and the women. Because every woman out here that talking like tough talk, trust me, when it go down, it's gonna be something that you've never seen before. So I just want my people to be the one that can see, please wake up. Because there's a lot of us that really not gonna make it. A lot of us that sometimes we think that because somebody's black, that means it's our brother. Or somebody black, that means it's our sister. No. There's a lot of brothers and sisters that's worse than the white man, that worse than the Chinese man. So all I'm saying to my brothers and sisters is wake up, prepare yourself. You know, whatever you can, prepare. Water, food, knife, spare, whatever you can find. Prepare yourself and be ready. Because it's going to happen like a thief coming overnight in your house. You're not going to know when it's come. So just, you know, I want to at least, especially people that, you know, been follow Kala for all these years. Because I know you have a good heart. If you don't have a good heart, you cannot be listening to Kala. Because all the stuff that he talk about, actually, let me say this. Where those motherfuckers that been talking shit about Kala, that he was smoking weed, he was on crack. Where I want to know where they're at. All those things that he talk about, and they was telling him that he's smoking crack and smoking this and that. Guess what? It's happening. So who's smoking crack now? So, you know, I just want to come here and just encourage all my brothers, the real brothers and the real sisters, not the fake ones, because you got a lot of fake ones right now in YouTube. They act like they want to help you. They want to act like they want to give you information, but guess what? They are charging you for it. Those are not brothers and sisters. Because if you love your brother or sister, you will not charge them for the information. You will do it from your heart.
That's right.
You know? So, but, you know, I'm not going to stay too long because I want to also give other people a chance to come out here and, you know, because I know the youth miss, you know, Kala, so they want to call in. Everybody want to call in and talk. Kala, you're like a daddy to most of the, you know, the youth out here. You know, you can see it. As soon as you come in, everybody want to call. Everybody want to talk to daddy.
I bangs with my youth.
But before I go, I just have a few more, you know, it kind of almost like a question. You know, because Kala been talking about the DNA stuff. I just have a question.
Yes.
Do you ever, if anybody ever seen, just let me know if it, even the people that was created with monkeys, how many monkeys do we have out there in the forest? Do you ever see any, like the monkey with a short nose and the big nose? Do you ever see them making love together?
Nope.
Do you ever see them having sex? Why not? They're supposed to be animal, right? And we're supposed to be the intelligence. So if the monkeys, even they're all monkeys, but they still don't sleep with each other. We're supposed to be the intelligence. Why are we sleeping with other people that doesn't look like us? You don't see zebra, you know, sleeping with tiger. even though they all look the same. Do you ever see that?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, you know, Kalab is saying exactly, but people don't want to hear it because it, you know, it's like it messed up people's mind and brain. And especially the people that don't have two brains, they have only one brain. Those people, you cannot tell them anything. And so, you know, look at nature. You don't even need scientists to tell you this. Your scientist is your nature. If you look at nature, nature telling you how you're supposed to behave, live, but we ignore it. And we are following other people, living the way other people are living. And even the animal doesn't do that. So whose intelligence here? Is it the animal or is it us?
That's right.
So just look at nature, appreciate nature, appreciate the trees, appreciate all the animals, because trust me, they're living according to the creation. So I got more to say, but I just want to give a chance for other people to come in and also, you know, enjoy Brother Kala now that he's back. So, but I'll be talking time to time. You know, I don't talk too much sometimes when I come out here. So I just want to give an opportunity to other brothers and sisters to come in and also share their experience and their opinions. But peace to all the galactic brothers and sisters that are listening and that are also going to listen to this video later. Peace, and I appreciate all of y'all. Thanks.
Abundance, John. Thank you, John. Appreciate.
All right, Kala. Yeah,
Appreciate
do your
you.
thing. Don't pay nobody mind. Continue to do what you're doing because you're in the right direction.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, man.
All right. We'll talk later.
Absolutely.
All right, peace.
Peace. Let me tell you, between that brother right there and Shiz, they always encourage me, even when I was down, felt down because of my leg and stuff and my job. They always encourage me, Kala, come on, get on live. So I've been on live on Instagram, my Instagram family. I'm always over there, but I'm back over here on my YouTube family right now. I'm going to get in contact with Riz, because me and Riz tomorrow tomorrow's Saturday. So I don't know if we're going to do a live together tomorrow, but we might do something together tomorrow. But I definitely want to do something with my brother Riz and get back on here and start, just sharing light in high frequency vibes and just telling the truth. And like I said, my question in this video is, how do we go from haploids to diploids? How did we go from a group of species that went from literally outside the leading intelligent species on this planet, that we never cause any type of harm or physical or psychological harm to one another? How did we reach the state that we are right now, that we don't even trust one? The people grow up in the same household, don't even trust each other. So how did we get to that? How do we get to that point? DNA is the answer to all problems, and my opinion, based off of the research that I have studied. DNA is the answer. Your brain is the most complex and the most important organism in your body. You got people that work out for 20 hours a day. You got some people that rather count money all day long. And guess what? The human body has only about 600 muscles in there. Your brain has over 100 billion neurons, and each neurons has the ability or have as much information to fill the Grand Canyon from ground to ceiling, front to back, multiple times. And you got over 100 billion. That don't even make any sense. So why are we limiting ourselves? Because we allow a species to limit us. And we have became lazy. And that's what they want to do, because we are intoxicated. We don't know it. We think, how somebody can smoke some weed or take a pill and be the same thing that's happening with this system. Is making us lazy. The chips, the cookies, all the shit, the food makes us lazy, and we move right along with the system. And now it's all coming to an abrupt, quick end. I told y'all, this is happening in this lifetime. I remember 2-3 years ago, Kala, you're like John said, this is not going to happen in this lifetime. You have lost, and I want you to understand this, and I mean this with every atom in my body. every atom that I produce, I want you to understand this. You have lost it. This is happening in this lifetime. You will experience a change in the heavens that will have residual effects to the French toast ground. Right now, I probably can go outside and record the moon and show you an object right at the top of the moon with this phone. Clear skies right now. I can go out there and show it to you right now. Don't lie. I looked out there, looked at the moon. I said, yeah, it's there. Rainbow colors around the moon. When have you ever seen that? Rainbow colors around the moon. They have ran out of excuses with all the halos with the moon and the sun. They have ran out of excuses. Now, only thing you can do is face reality. I told you your upper atmosphere, your government wants no work with that. They are lying to you. They know what's happening up there. And our brothers and sisters are moving right along. Don't get it twisted. They know, our brothers and sisters know that they're literally keeping us in a sleeping slumber all the way up until punchline. To punchline. Cut the power out and let them kill each other and let them act out. They know this already, and they're going to let it play out, and they're going to watch, and they're going to see. Like when Jesus was tempted by the devil for 40 days and 40 nights, they're going to see. Are you going to become human when ain't nobody watching you? When nobody can pick up the phone and dial 911, because that's where we're going back to. You can't call police. You can't call for help. So nobody can watch you. You can kill somebody and get away with it and walk off. That's what you think. But no, everything you do is recorded. See, everything you do is recorded because you told the cosmos that I would never act like a fucking human. I would never forget that I'm an angelic, benevolent being. I won't ever I would never look at my brother and my sister less than who they truly are. I would never do anything like that. I would never want to ball my fists up and abuse my brother. I would never want to pull out a gun and take my brother or sister life. I would never want to harm them. I would never want to lie to my children and give them lying, fictitious characters to keep them docile. I would never give them cartoons to keep them docile. Sugar and drugs. That's what we told each other in the fucking cosmos. We would never do that. Let me get down here. And Mother Universe said, see, I know what you said you wasn't going to do, but you tried it out. But I understand, though, because this was a test. So let me give you an opportunity to re-wake yourself up now. New energy, new frequency. Do I stay the same and reject the new energy? Or do I look to be better within myself? And then all of a sudden now, my heart start opening up to pure light. And I start remembering who I am and my purpose. No, the reason why we have so many frustrated Black people, we're not in our purpose. So many haters, they're not in their purpose. See, when you start to find yourself, and finding yourself is not going to a book that says that we were here before Columbus. Genetics. We are entirely a different species from everyone on the planet. And when you realize that, now you realize why they had to beat you, why they had to rape you, why they had to experiment on you, why they continue to keep you in the dark, why they put fake Black people in front of you and tell you that they're your leaders and tell you that this is the opportunity for you to get up out of poverty. Poverty is right here. See, when I came to the realization of who I am, I never lived in poverty a day in my fucking life. I lived in a fool's world. When you wake up to who you are, you ain't never lived in poverty. You put yourself there mentally. And wherever you put yourself there mentally, it's going to have residual effects on you physically. Simple as that. So I value you. I appreciate y'all. Listen to me, Star Seeds. This is all a lie to you. The adults are living off of you. They are preparing you and prepping you to be consumers. So that way they can go on their long vacations and do whatever else they want to do and call themselves adults. Because they are prepping you to be just like them. And I want you to look at that. we were doing this to you. And this was generation after generation after generation. But now, Starseeds, it is coming to an end. It is coming to an end. Don't be afraid to question what people are telling you. Do not be afraid. Your voice is going to be heard very soon. Let me give you a little secret, Starseeds, and this should uplift you. Grown as adults don't make the sun rise and set. You do. Abundance and gratitude to all, woman, child, and man, cosmos and earth, eternal light, each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. Protect yourself at all times with knowledge, sunlight, chlorophyll, distilled water, and 3D human free. Kalab Ma'at Amin Ra, God gene for life. Some blood, some blood, some blood. I am not black. It's not about one love. It's about whole love. Peace, abundance, and gratitude to you all.